can't do this show right without my guy. He's getting ready backstage, but I can't do this shit right. A post game show without my guy. Ritter will in the building. Yo, oh, here you go. My bad. Hit the wrong button. There you go. Salute, brother. Oh, shit. I don't have my
Yo,
cigarettes
what's
to put
up,
them on.
family? Oh, what a garbage game. Hey, can we not even win the toilet poll? Raiders fans, you need to come out in full uniform, need to come out and show fucking Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly, Geno Smith that's flipping off fans after the game what we're about. This is a
Yep.
total disappointment, Jay. Jay, I mean, like, come on, man. It's the Browns. We lost to the Browns. I mean, like, the
Yep.
Raiders are breaking records right now for being terrible. Terrible. I'd be
Yeah.
like, Jay, please, Lord, please, somebody save us because this is a
Please make it
total
stop.
shit
Please make
show.
it stop.
Bro,
Please make
oh
it
my
stop.
God, bro, you ain't lying. You ain't
Yeah.
lying, bro. I keep telling people right now, I feel like I'm that one woman over there that can fix every man that comes fucked up in their life. Oh, I can save him. I keep saying that about the Raiders. Oh, we can save that. But all we are is an abusive relationship, and we keep getting beat down and cheated on every single week, baby.
Yeah.
Dang, we're not getting
Yep.
better in anywhere. Nowhere. Not one
Nowhere.
spot. Can you
No.
tell me that we're improving?
We're getting worse. I'm gonna share some stats in a little bit, but to what you said earlier, shout out to Gino flipping off Raider fans. If y'all don't know what he's talking about, I'm gonna go ahead and share this. Shout out to my guy Raider Jesse. We're working on getting him on the Good Morning Raiders show. But this is our QB1 here. Awesome guy, definitely dependable. Can go ahead and literally go in a room and light it up. Um,
Guaranteed to make you lose.
if he's not he's not tripped up by a chair or something.
Oh
But
my gosh.
your Gino, being his nice self and flipping off the Raider crowd. So what a gentleman and a scholar this guy is. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because we got some more people that we're gonna go ahead and do this too. But Geno Smith, you walk the plank, sir.
He walks the plank. The plank!
Get the fuck out of here, you fucking bum. That- Literally, literally, you go out and you flip off the fucking nation. Get the fuck out of here. This is how much of a piece of shit you are, Geno Smith. And I'm not about like just straight talking shit like that. But when it comes to that, bro, if we got to take this fucking shit in the chin, where we got to go ahead and go in, week out to all these other teams where you're having a pity party literally ran on us every week when you're having people tell us, hey, sorry for your fucking team this year. And we have to go ahead and face some music all year long because this shit doesn't fucking like end in the off season. Some people take off the colors. I don't. I still rock with my Raider shit all year long. You have to deal with it too, motherfucker. So for you to be
Uh,
a bitch and a little pussy to like go ahead and pull that type of shit, fuck you, Geno Smith. I hope you fucking, bro. Literally, I hope this dude fucking gets gonorrhea and fucking like, gets out
whoa.
the rest of the fucking season, bro.
Oh,
Fucking, and
well, you know
it
what?
can happen. He's in Vegas, so don't
I'm going to
think
tell
it
you like
won't.
this. Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Where is the accountability? If I see that as a coach, if I see that as a leader of my program, why are we not even right now? I'm telling you, coaches should be A. And I'm going to tell you what Pete Carroll is going to say. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see that coming, guys. I don't give a shit. It is
Yeah,
about time we start holding people accountable. It is about time that we start saying, hey, man, that's not good. We can't have that. And if Pete doesn't come out and absolutely throttle Geno Smith, okay, first of all, for the fucking performance you're having, you can't even throw it to a wide open guy. Tell me like that, but you'll throw it into coverage. And now you want to go off and flip off the fans, the people that are sitting there spending their hard-earned money to come watch you be jack shit, week in and week out, and you want to flip off the fans? Geno Smith's got to go. Geno Smith got to be on the bench. Why didn't we see AOC? This is the third game, Jay, that we see the other team take pity on us.
100%. Yep, they did.
The Browns kneeled the ball to beat us. The fucking Browns.
This goes so far as to the Browns kicking a punt from our own 30-yard line.
From the 30.
30. Our own 30, not their 30. Our own 30.
The announcer
came
came
out. Yeah,
bro.
The commentary guy's like, "What? You need to go for it. You need to kick a field goal."
And again, that's how pathetic we are. That's how pathetic Pete Carroll and his coaching staff have made our team. That we are the laughingstock of the NFL. I get it. We've been bad. But we ain't never been this bad. Where the freaking rookie quarterback comes in. They've been 0-17. The Browns have been 0-17 with the starting rookie quarterback, and here come the Raiders. Let's change that.
Yeah.
Fire Pete. I stand on that business right now because he's not being accountable.
Yeah, I gave up on Pete. Last game, man, and I watched like a little bit of that presser, like probably like 5-10 minutes, maybe. I don't even think 10 minutes, and then I tuned out. I went to somebody else, and I just can't hear that shit anymore. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. That's what it is. Really quick, shout out my guy Rorschach. He says I was watching Graf and Hammer show, and Hug D's got a ticket from the stadium because he told Gino he effing sucks. What the fuck is going on? That's crazy, bro. That's wild. That's wild.
He got a ticket
for sure. Yeah, he got a ticket from the stadium, like a free ticket or some shit.
Oh,
I don't know the context. Yeah, I don't know the exact context. I didn't tap into that part because that just like went on briefly. I didn't stay too long on the show. But yeah, that's wild. That's wild, bro. That's wild. But man, again, Raiders fucking lose. They drop. 2-9 now. Raiders lose 24-10. 2-9 for the season, and you were talking about, AOC. Let's go ahead and bring this up. These are the inactives for this game. Zamir, no surprise there, but this is the crazy part. They had Aiden O'Connell listed as number 2 earlier in the week, and then they healthy scratched him today. So emergency third quarterback. That's why they took him out. We got Davis Leakey. I know he's been kind of dealing with an injury, and then Taka Hemingway, another healthy scratch from him. And I think he was in the other day, and he had a pretty well game. So it's crazy why Pete is like very hesitant on playing these rookies. But I guess there's a silver lining to this game, which is there really isn't. You had Caleb Rogers got some burn finally. And you had Darian Porter get some burn today as well. So they were out there for Darian Porter was out there for a little bit. Caleb Rogers, I think he went in for one play when
super limited.
I think Meredith who went down?
When Meredith went down, when Capo went down, when freaking everybody and their mother on the offensive line went down, that's when they finally put him in.
Because they didn't have nobody.
But
who else are you going to put out there?
Tell me. Why are we doing this to ourselves? This is getting pathetic, Pete. I don't give a shit about you and your buddies that you have with freaking Gino. I'd be like, he's playing buddy ball. This is not daddy ball. Pete, stop playing daddy ball. Fire your kids. Have some huevos. Put people in that are going to do their job and effectively play the game plan. I am sick and tired, bro. We ran the ball on first down and you get 10 yards and then you start throwing the ball. Are you kidding me? What are we doing, Jay? Play the rookies. See what we got. Stop telling me that these guys are not ready because obviously the starters are not ready either.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I'm sorry, Jay.
We went through this. We've been going through this. It's like a fucking broken record now. And I talked about it yesterday with Baker Red. Shout out to her and Kukui as well. Great show yesterday. But it's like we're doing all these healthy scratches. He Pete is doing shit that he's normally not doing, and it's all because he has pressure on himself now that he has to go ahead and win now. It's like motherfucker, that's your prerogative. Like we knew going into like most Raider fans going into this season knew it's like okay, we have a lot of holes to plug. It's gonna probably take a minute. We're not gonna look great. I think most Raiders, I don't know, I could be wrong, but obviously there were some that were thinking we're going to make the playoffs. We're not, but there was a lot of holes that needed to be addressed, need to be plugged up, and we knew it was going to be a mediocre season, right? But we were going to have a better season than we did at least last year. This year, it's literally the entirely opposite. Is we're totally regress. We're totally regress. We are statistically, visually worse than we were last year, and that's a crazy shit that I never thought I was gonna say again. That we actually look worse this year. I'm like, how the fuck does that happen? It happens when we have literally an incompetent coaching staff, and I'm putting it out there now. I don't give a fuck. This is an incompetent coaching staff that can't go ahead and get their shit together because they tried for them and what they're saying they tried everything in the fucking rainbow and nothing's panned out, right?
They ain't tried
But
shit.
they're not doing the stuff they really need to do. And that's like you're putting guys out of position. You're not at this point the season's done. The season's lost. We're 2-9 now. Play the fucking rookies. You need to assess your time, but because we're on this, I'm gonna go ahead and try to win every game for fucking what, Pete? You're not gonna coach in the next 3 years. This is your last post. This is it. I doubt any team hires you from now on. This is your last post. What resume are you going to build? Is the team going to go out there and realistically hire an 80-year-old coach? Could be a team that's fucking more stupider and desperate than us. They might, but that's just maybe one fucking team. That might be one team. So what do you got to what resume do you got to build? Do the shit that's right. Do the shit that's logical and trust your fucking team, and no, we're gonna get into the whole play calling thing and whatnot in just a bit. Let me go ahead and take some comments from the chat. Again, appreciate everyone who's tapped in. If you guys haven't done so, hit that like and subscribe button on my channel and on my guy Raider Will's channel, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Also, if you follow on X, go ahead and give him a follow as well. And myself too. I'm trying to go ahead and grow that channel as well. So if you're new to my profile, make sure you guys go hit that follow on X for sure. So really quick, shout out to Jack in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. Jay Jackson's like, what happened today? I don't know. I'm still trying to process it myself. Oh my God, still radiation for life. Salute, bro. Appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to Chewy. He says, shout out to Shadur. Okay, so we know he's a Shadur. I'm a Shadur fan too, but I wasn't rooting for him in this game, bro. I was just hoping that he didn't spice us up.
Let's be real. He didn't.
He didn't.
Like he didn't have
like
a great
2 or 3
game
good
against
passes.
Yeah. He didn't have a great game against us. He didn't have even a good game. We just suck. Plain and simple. Yeah. We are worse than that team. Yeah. Literally couldn't get any pressure on him. Anytime he got pressure, he had to get out of the pocket, throw off his back foot, made some bad throws, made some bad reads, made some great throws. But at the end of the day, to say that George Sanders won this game, hell no. The Raiders continuously fuck it up, and we lose the game because we're too incompetent. Straight up.
Yes. Facts. My guy Jay Jackson says, wait, did Gino really flip up the fans? Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Let me go ahead and pull that up. Shout out to my guy Raider Jesse. If you don't follow him on Instagram, go ahead and give him a follow. I don't think I could zoom it anymore, but you kind of have it there. He's flipping off the fans because and I know who's there, and it's probably Josh to go, some other people as well that are And I can say Josh's name because Josh don't give a fuck. He's
Well,
very
if you
openly very open about that. Obviously,
yeah.
if you guys follow the Go 2 and 9, make sure you guys give him a follow as well. Fire content. And so he's very open about it. So I know, and there probably was some other guys too there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he, he's hearing it. Hearing it. He got booed. He got booed during halftime. They're booing him throughout the game. It's just to really like stand up there at the podium for Pete and say like, oh, he didn't play. He had some unexpected throws or underperformance. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. He played like dog shit. He played like dog shit.
100%.
Yes, yes. Um, I think it was just one game. It was one snap, bro, and that was towards the end of the game, and that was because I think Meredith and then Kappa. I don't know who got hurt. I don't remember who got hurt, but I think they went in. I could be wrong. But I heard that he was going to go ahead and come in to take a snap, and then that was it. And then I think Genty scored after that. So my guy Rorschach says if Al was alive, he would have gotten some security to escort Gino out of the fucking stadium because those disrespecting the facts, bro. He probably would have that dude would have probably been sitting the bench if he not gotten cut like right there and then, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's fucking insane. Let's see here. Shout out to my guy Rorschach, who's been a member for 1 month. I've been checked out since week 2, and I'm okay. There you go, bro. I'm glad your mental health has been okay, bro. It's been a struggle here for me. It's been a little bit of struggle, but these things help. These things help for sure. Shout out to my guy Accelerator. He says, I'm really proud of my Raiders today. They really brought the fight. I don't know what kind of fight they brought, bro.
What?
Defensively, they made some plays. But the thing is, it's just that the offense is just so bad. It literally overshadows what the defense does on their end. And it's like, you could see it in Max's face, the frustration. It's like, fuck, bro, I go out there and bust my ass and I create opportunities for us to be able to go ahead and potentially, get leads or win the game. And we can't do jack shit. Can't do jack shit. Shout out to my guy Mobile Raider in the building. Salute my guy. Appreciate you pulling up. Big leg in the building. He says, bro, they've been they fucking punting on the 29. So embarrassing. Yes, exactly, bro. That's what the fuck we said. That's what the fuck we said. That's what we've been saying too, Mobile.
This is
I'm over
embarrassing.
Gino. It's not gonna happen. That's the part that's so like that gets everybody pissed off. It's not gonna happen. Old man Pete is so stuck in his ways. He's so low. He's just like, well, it's just some unexpected throws, and they're just gonna connect or whatever fucking bullshit reason or bullshit excuse he wants to go ahead and throw our way just to make Gino
Jay,
like it was okay.
You know what bothers me about that? The only thing fucking guaranteed with the Raiders right now is that we're gonna give a turnover, we're gonna give the ball up on downs, or we're gonna miss tackles on defense and special teams. Special teams, bro. What are we doing? We're literally giving up touchdowns on special team, and Pete's gonna go, oh, I didn't expect that. What have you been watching this last 10 weeks, Pete? What have you been watching? And again, we're gonna go back to, oh, well, we didn't look like that in practice. I'm gonna do my Allen Iverson. Practice. We talk about practice, but you don't bring shit to the game. Yeah. I'll be like, but you don't bring shit to the game? I don't give a fuck if you practice like a fucking megastar. And then you go up to the game and you shit the bed.
You better not practice like a fucking third stringer because your ass is gonna ride the bench, according to Pete. Doesn't matter if you start.
Tell me like
bad practice, that's it, done.
The most insulting thing, okay, and the announcer was 100% correct. Tell me what starter on the offensive line could start on any other offensive line. Zero.
Yep. That's what I asked Baker yesterday morning. It's like, from this current offensive line, do you think any of these guys would start and any other team? And she's like, no, they wouldn't. I'm like, yeah, exactly. And for us to really say that is the best product you can potentially put out there is bullshit. It's not. You can go ahead and I know, uh, you know, I know you don't have Colton Miller, you don't have JPJ, but you have guys like Caleb Rogers, who you drafted in the third round, and Charles Grant, another guy who you drafted in the third round. Don't tell me to don't stand there and tell me that Stone Forsythe is better than Caleb than Charles Grant. The what I've fucking seen, no, he's fucking not. And this is and another thing. We're gonna get to the box score. We'll eventually get to the box score. It's a travesty and it's a bonehead. This is how bad the coaching is that they fucking leave Stone Forsythe on an island to go ahead and block against potentially the best
Miles Garrett,
the best linemen
Jay,
in the fucking league.
How retarded are we? When you see a triple team on Max Crosby, but you line up Miles Garrett one-on-one with Dylan Forsythe. You got Dylan Forsythe, and you're like, hey, you know what? We're just going to line him up and put, oh, yeah, he got Miles Garrett one-on-one.
He's okay. He got
Bro, the freaking Browns defense had our number everywhere. Miles Garrett lines up at middle linebacker. He knew that Will Putnam was going to get put on skates as soon as he just barreled down the middle.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Will Putnam, bro, we're getting abused in every part of the line. There's not one guy that you're going to tell me that can block Miles Garrett one-on-one. And you're going to leave him in a crucial part of the game. One-on-one? Like, and you're going to tell me that you're watching this game plan, Jay, that you're in there approving it? And they say, hey, man, we're going to one-on-one block Miles Garrett. And you're like, yeah, great idea. With Dylan Forsythe, he got some. I'd be like, he's a Pro Bowler for sure. On what fucking planet?
Exactly. What fucking planet? What universe is that dude going to be a fucking starter, a Pro Bowler? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here,
And this is why we gave up 10 sacks, bro.
10 sacks. 10 sacks allowed. It's fucking insane. I said it too. Watch we fucking give up 10 sacks. I wouldn't be surprised. And we did. We went double digits. I said that on Wednesday. I don't think I said it yesterday, but then I said it earlier on my IG stories that I was doing. It's like, watch, we're probably gonna get double digit sacks on us. Yeah, sure enough. 10 sacks allowed. That's fucking insane. I'm not surprised either. I'm not like, oh my God. What? How did that happen? I knew that shit was gonna happen. Look, looking at this line, how bad it is, and you're still trying to alternate through like different guys and shift guys around. It's a fucking joke. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know your guys. I mean, you're trying to now make adjustments at this point in structure of the season for fucking what? And you still don't want to go ahead and play the rookies. You don't know what you have on there, But hey, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a Raider fan who just loves the Raiders, and that's it. Right? What the fuck do I know?
So this was the first game that I saw us run on first down. I saw us run 2 back-to-back plays. Tell me why the fuck don't we keep running the football? There were some first downs we were gashing them for 8-9 yards. Yes, I get it. Yeah. We get stopped. But every single time we ran the football, we got into third and manageable situations.
Right.
And it looked like we could do something. It looked like, hey, you know what? All we need is a small play, a third down, a 3, a third down and 2. But every single series, Jay, every single series, I don't remember a series without it being 3rd and 15, 3rd and 19.
Yeah.
Because we want to drop back to pass with that offensive line. Bro,
yeah.
It's stupid. Pathetic.
I was like, oh, it's another 3rd and long situation. Okay, well, big surprise. And shit. That's been the story of the game. And, we get close or we get into the red zone and then we're just impotent at that point, for real. Like, it's like it's worse than a dude with ED.
Bro,
Or
you ain't
like
lying.
we
You
can't
get into third
score
and you can't get it
save
up.
our fucking life. Like not even the blue chew working. Not even the blue chew working, bro. At this point,
You got some
like
serious
you
whiskey
need to
D
go.
going.
You need to go to the doctor, bro. You need to get that surgery, dog. You know what I mean? Like something gonna get fixed because the blue chew's not working. You got serious problems.
You about to
You
go
know what I
get
mean?
that pump. You go get the pump.
About to get that bump. No, they need body surgery at this point, dog. That's how bad it is. It's how bad it is.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think it's because of the play calling or do you think it's because of the execution?
It's both. It's both, and that's why we're so bad. That's why this team is just so fucking terrible. It's being real. It's just the play calling fucking sucks, and the execution is terrible. Look at my example was the fucking touchdown we just scored. It took Gino like fucking 3 seconds to like locate Genty that was right in front of him that he's open. Who the fuck is gonna touch him, dog? Like, okay, cool. You'll look the other way to sell the throw, hit your boy, and you're in. He like it's like he was the last. He's like, oh, that dude's not open. That dude's not open. That dude. Okay, I guess I'll throw it to you, dog. Like,
Bro.
what other choice I got? You know, shit like that, bro.
Well, and I mean, like, again, I go and I say, like, hey, man, Gino made so many late throws. He's making all these mistakes. And yeah, I mean, like, there's sometimes I get it. He's under duress. And I mean, like, he's trying to make a play out of nothing. But at the end of the day, that's your fucking job. There should be some sort of execution. Your job is to put the ball in the playmaker's hands, and you missed wide open receivers twice, 3, 4 times, and you want to be, oh, I'm under duress. Oh, they're not making, oh, the fans are not cheering for me. Bro, Gino ain't nothing but a bitch, and he needs to walk the plank, as you say. He needs to get the fuck on out. He needs to get the freaking door hit him, or the good Lord split him.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
if Pete doesn't do it, who else is, bro?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. So I forgot who was right earlier. I think it was let me go back here. Hang on a second. Rachitas. Yeah, shout out to Rachitas. He was right. They didn't bring I thought they put in Caleb for that one play. They did not. Even though he was warming up, they don't have him registered as he took a snap. So he did not. He congratulated Gino like once the touchdown was made, but yeah, they were gonna turn to him, but they didn't put him in after all. I
So
gotta go
again,
back and rewatch that specific instance and to see what they did there.
but again, we look at that, Jay, and we're talking about it. Why aren't our rookies getting burned? Why aren't the young guys getting any reps when we already see what the old guys are doing? And you can't tell me that they're not ready and that they're this and they're, I don't give a shit. Because guess what? The older guys aren't doing it. They're not developing. They're not going to get any better. If anything, Jay, you and I have talked about this. We continuously keep getting worse. Worse. We have regressed at every single position. Pete Carroll has nothing to stand on when you talk about standing on business. The only thing that he has come to do here is establish a culture of losing, a culture of having no accountability, and a culture of not knowing what the hell we're doing. Because every single play, every single player is having issues. And this is not going down just to the players. It's about the coaching. It's about the guys that he put in those positions. And Pete Carroll, everybody's looking at you.
Let me go ahead and put in the pull up the box score real quick. Let's hit that. Let me go ahead and switch it here. Here we go. All right, y'all. 24-10 final score. Total yards, it was 270 to 268. So it was pretty even on that front. Passing yards was even as well, 206 to 208. Rushing yards, 64 to 60 yards per play. And this is probably what the difference maker was a little bit. And you could tell they were controlling they just had more stuff going offensively. 5.6 to 3.6. First downs, 11 first downs for the Browns, 19 for us. Third down efficiency. Both teams struggled. Browns 3 of 12, 4 of 17 for the Raiders. We're 1 of 3 on the fourth down conversions. 75 total plays. And again, it's just like we're driving, and then we have to settle for like fucking a field goal, or we missed a field goal. Um, but and then this is the other kicker: 1 sack allowed by the Browns to 10.
10!
10 sacks allowed. And fucking see, that is wild, bro. That is just fucking wild.
Jay, you said 10. I mean, like, we've been looking to get 1 sack all season, and these dudes got 10 in one game. And our defensive line can barely buy 1. We are trash.
Straight dog shit. Interceptions. Shador did give up 1 pick to Charles Snowden. Surprisingly, Gino didn't throw a pick, but yet he didn't do much either. A lot of overthrown balls. We're going to go ahead and get to that in a second. We controlled the time of possession, but we just couldn't fucking put points on the board. And then field goals. Well, for tackles, they made 42 tackles, 25. For us, field goals, it was 1 of 1. For the Browns, we missed 1. So we're 1 of 2. And then red zone attempts made were 1 for 1. Let's go ahead and flip over to the player stats. Gino, 30 of 44, 285, 1 touchdown, 10 sacks recorded. Genty, 17 carries, 50 yards, 2.9 per clip. Gino had 3 carries for 8 yards. Raheem Moser, 1 carry for 2 yards. Receiving wise, Lockett led the way. I'm sorry, not my bad. Genty led the way with 8 receptions, 58 yards, but Lockett led the way with the most yards with 4 receptions, 62 yards. Brock Bowers, 6 yards. I'm sorry, 6 receptions for 55. Ian Thomas, 4 for 36. Trey with 3 receptions, 28 yards. Raheem, 3 for 18. Dante Thornton, 1 for 14. And then Mike Mayer, 1 for 14. Defensively, Max Crosby, 5 tackles, 3 assists. Devin White, 3 tackles, 3 assists. Same thing for Jeremy Chin, Landon Roberts, and Isaiah Plumau, 2 tackles, 1 assist. Jeremy Chin being credited with 1 forced fumble, and Landon Roberts being awarded for that forced, for the forced recovery. You had Darnay Holmes, 2 tackles, no assists. Charles Snowden, 1 tackle, 1 assist, and 1 sack. That's a sack that was given up by Shador. You had JJ Pegues, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Jamal Adams, Malcolm Coons, and Kyle Kelly, 1 tackle, 1 assist. I'm sorry, 1 tackle, no assist, and then 1 tackle, 1 assist to Malcolm. And then Eric Stokes, same thing, 1 tackle, 1 assist. Tyree with just 1 tackle, and that is it for the defense. So defense went out there, they created some opportunities, but again, like the story here, the story that's been ongoing is that we just struggled to fucking do anything in the red zone, bro. Like we just have a fucking stagnant offense, that we're unable to capitalize on turnovers and score in the red zone. I wanted to go ahead and put this stat up, and I shared this yesterday on Good Morning Leaders. We're ranked 30th in red zone scoring, 46.15% this year to last year. And this is as of yesterday. This is not as of today's game. Last year, we're almost 49%. So we're better statistically last year in the red zone, in scoring. Offensive average, again, before this game, we're about 15.5 points. Last year, we're almost close to 18. We're just shy under 18 points per game. We rounded out to 18 points per game. And you could tell that 15.5, that's actually, it's probably lower now. It's probably closer to 14 and something, with us only scoring 10 points in today's game. So it probably dropped a little. It was probably around the 15 mark, or just around the 15 mark. But looking at those stats, ranked 30th in red zone scoring. Like what comes to mind? What does it make you feel? Does it all make sense now? Like,
Jay, the reason it makes sense is because when you read off the stats, I saw Geno Smith throwing the ball 48 times again. 48 times with Geno Smith. Tell me one thing he's proven all season long is that he cannot complete the ball. He cannot be dependent on, and yet we continuously do the same thing. We continuously throw the ball in the red zone, miss wide open guys, and then hesitate. When Ashton Genty is right in front of you, you literally hesitated and almost didn't get that touchdown.
yeah.
So when we look at that, right, and we look at how inefficient we are, how we're not running the football, how Chip Kelly thinks this is college football and that we're playing peewees and that you can play 7-on-7 and just throw it all over the field. When we have no one. Who are we throwing it to? Tyler Lockett? Woo! Tyler Lockett! Woo! Who gives a shit? Tyler Lockett sucks. That's why he got cut off the Titans. Who are we throwing it to? Trey Tucker? Trey Tucker is a developing wide receiver.
But this is the thing. You got to get it to Trey. Trey can make those catches. But if you can't hit Trey, if you're throwing overthrown balls, three overthrown balls. You had that one deep shot on the go route, and then you had that fade on the end zone, and then you had another one on the other side. That
you have young guys that are developing. But you have Geno throwing them the ball after he's showing how efficient he's been all season long?
Because he has great practices, bro. You didn't know? He has great practices. That's why he's starting, bro. Pete said, if you don't have a great practice, why are we going to get you on the field? The announcer says we're not going to go ahead and play rookies unless you're going to be able to contribute.
Fuck practice.
It wins.
Fuck practice. I want to win games. I don't care if we win in practice. That's why right here, I have to wear this bag in public and go to the games because people are literally going like, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you, bro. So sorry about you and your team. I'm literally trying to fight people in the streets. I have more freaking courage, more freaking want than the whole freaking Raiders team together right now. They have no pride. They stopped playing for Pete. They stopped playing at all. Jay, this is the thing. We are so inefficient at everything we do. Everything. There's not one thing that I can point out and say, oh, we do that really well. Before, we always said we had a good special teams. Bro, I don't know what's going on with Carlson, but when you miss a 33-yard field goal, thank you, Jesus, that this contract is over at the end of the season.
Yes, sir. That contract will be over at the end of the season. So
that's huge.
Well, I can explore a different thing really quick. Shout out to my guy Raider Paul. He says, y'all think we're really gonna win? No, bro. But when you go out there and put a performance like this, like how we did today, you're gonna get pissed about that. I don't want to see my fucking team look like fucking trash. Do I care if they win or not at this point? I really don't. Like, it really does not make a difference for me. We're not winning the conference. We're not going to the playoffs or anything like that. I'm not even about tanking, so you should already know. But I want us to look like a decent football team, like an actual like competent football team, and we don't look like that. You can't sit there and tell me like, oh yeah, we look fucking great. No, bro. I just want us to look decent. I want us to look at least somewhat competitive at this point. I'm just wanting for us to at least score a touchdown here and there.
I just want to compete.
We're just finding difficulty doing so, bro. When your defense is literally like, here's the ball, bro. I gave it to you at the 12. Go ahead, score, capitalize on it. We can't. We can't make plays. We can't score touchdowns. Like, this is just bad. This is just terrible fucking football, bro. It's terrible football.
I just want to compete. I want to be a competitive. I want to stop looking like compost. I want to go out there. I want to see improvement. I just want to give a little glimmer of hope. I've come out and said it. The Raiders right now have no hope. And Geno Smith gives you none, bro. I don't care who you are. You're not going and saying, oh, Geno Smith, that's the guy. That's the guy that is going to get us a win.
Right. Like, that's the
You're in the
guy. I
locker
believe in
room.
that
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Tell me you're in the Raiders locker room right now and you're looking at Geno Smith. Right now, what you're doing is you're thinking, hey, man, that dude is a punk ass bitch. That dude is just playing daddy ball. There's nobody holding him accountable. He's coming out here and just doing whatever he wants, sucking, throwing the ball over, not getting first downs, not getting us, even putting us in a position to compete. And then he wants to cry about it after the game.
Yeah.
Oh, blame me. Your car broke down? Blame me. Oh, your wife cheated on you? Blame me. Shut the fuck up, Gino.
Shut the. At this point, yeah, bro. Don't even do the Marshawn thing. Do the Marshawn thing. Like, I'm just here to so I won't get fined. I rather respect that, bro, than hear your fucking stupid ass mouth just flapping the wind, just say bullshit, dog. Like no, no. Like, I understand you're gonna get heat, bro, and it's not pretty. But this is the game you play. This is the job you signed up for. You were you didn't say shit when you took that fucking like that 50 million,
38
right?
mil. 38 mil this year.
38
This is
mil,
what
yeah,
we're
right.
this is what we paid 38 mil for.
He
Jay,
didn't
you and I
he
could do
wasn't
this.
like this at that point. Oh, I
Yeah.
love the Raiders. The Raiders are my team, and blah blah blah. This now he's like, fuck the Raiders, bro. Really? Like, you didn't have no problem saying that earlier in the year when fucking Spytek and Mark and people were handing you that fucking check and you getting the deposits in your bank account, dog. But now all of a sudden you're getting some fucking heat because you're putting up these fucking bullshit numbers, bro. You gotta take in the chin. And that goes to show that this fucking regime, some of these fucking players, and I'm specifically talking about Gino here. Literally, they're fucking soft, bro. Gino's fucking soft, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, dude. Like, you want the nation to be on your back? Don't do that type of shit. Don't do that type of shit. For real.
Well, I'm going to put it like this. As the quarterback of the team, you're the leader of the team. You're the guy that has to put the big front on. If you're out there and you're not producing, you could just take all he had to say is, hey, it's on me. Go on to the next game. But we continuously hear him, go back and forth. Now we see these actions. Okay. And I'd be like, I'm going to ask you, Jay, if you're Pete Carroll, you see this video come out and you see Geno Smith flipping off the fans. How do you address this? How do you take care of this?
Oh, how do I take care of this if I'm
Mark Pete Carroll?
If I'm Pete Carroll?
Because I'm going to put you. Because
if I'm Pete Carroll, I'm going to go ahead and give him a straight ear beating, and then tell him he's starting next week. If I'm Pete Carroll, if I was Spytek, bro, and I had balls, I would be like, your ass is sitting for the rest of the year, bro. Your ass is sitting there. Like, because I just paid you $38 million. I'm not going to have you start. But if one of these guys go down, then you get to go in. Now you don't get to put a resume up. We're going to go ahead and cut your numbers at 13 fucking interceptions for the year. 10 touchdowns. That's it. That's what I would do. That was what I would do if I was John Spytek. But John Spytek is not going to do that because
Spytek has
he doesn't have the balls enough to take over this roster. Yeah, for sure.
He doesn't have control over the roster right now. So let's put it like this. Pete Carroll, if he had any guts, if he had any backbone as a coach, would go into Geno Smith, bench his ass, tell him that this is a total unprofessional thing, that he needs to assess whatever he's doing, that he needs to understand that he's underperforming for $38 million a year, that these fans are spending millions of dollars to come see him be unproductive, play like an ass, and now have to take the abuse that he's flipping them off. Tell me how this helps Geno in any way. None. So at the end of the day, Pete Carroll, I know you're not going to do it, but this is why you're going to get fired. You have to have some guts. You have to hold them accountable. You have to bench them. You now have to make the change to put in either AOC, Cam Miller, or somebody else in the next game. Because if I see Geno Smith out there, don't expect the support from the team. Don't expect the support from the fans. Don't expect the support from anyone. And that's why you will be fired.
Yeah, the booze will continue. You're lucky that they don't let people like bring in like fruit or anything like that in the stadium unless they're the one to go ahead and throw away their $15
Beers.
drinks that they have to pay. No, I mean it's $20 beers, but if you buy a soft drink, it's 15. So they're willing to go ahead and throw away $15. All right, then there you go. But yeah, but they won't get any support from this team. You know, I think if this didn't do it, I'm pretty sure it will, where the fan base literally has lost majority of the support for him, for sure, for sure.
100%.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. I didn't want to do this, but the draft order tankathon. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. This is where we're at. The Raiders now have the 4th overall pick. I didn't. I was hesitant, bro. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I think it's that time again now where we can go ahead and start tracking this thing a little bit better. 2-9. Tennessee holds the number 1 overall pick again. Giants in second with 2-10. And then we're tied with the Jets, and we're just tied with the Jets. And the Jets have a little bit of a tougher schedule. That's why they're on top. That is strength of schedule. That's why you guys see the difference. So it just depends if we want that overall pick, that number 1 overall pick, or get into that top 3. We're gonna have to go ahead. I mean, we face the Giants towards the end of the year in a few weeks, so that might be a game where it might be some draft implications involved, right? So strategic subs. Shout out to my guy 805. Strategic substitutions might have to come into play here, and you never know. But if Tennessee follows the trajectory, they might hold again the number 1 pick, and that's just how bad things are in Tennessee. Same thing for the Jets. I feel a little bit more confident in the Jets for some reason. I feel like they're going to be able to go ahead and get one win from now till the end of the season. But the nightmare is almost over, folks. The nightmare is almost over. Really quick, shout out to my guy Bueno in the building. Salute. He says Geno Smith got sacked on his way to the locker room. I am not surprised. He probably got sacked by a trash can, bro. That's how bad things are. Damn. Shout out to my guy G Fam in the building. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up. Appreciate you. Let's see. Ardell says fools in Oakland would be chuckling at the D cell batteries. Vegas is Gregorius. Yeah, I know all about that. Let's see here. No Face Raider says I lost my support. Gino lost my support as soon as they signed him to be our QB. I knew he was asked. There you go. Let's see. Shout out to my guy G Fam. I've been a member for 5 months. Appreciate you, my guy. Gino flipping off the Raider Nation fan is wild. Yeah. Go back a little bit. We posted it up. Shout out to Raider Jesse. He got that great footage of Gino just going buck wild, you know. So I think that's the icing that's the icing on the cake for Gino. Fuck that guy.
Fuck
That's
that
all I
guy.
gotta say. Fuck that guy. I'll go on X and make it official. And put something
FTP.
very slanderous to him, and I'll post up the "Been Bought by Gino" thing in a little bit. Gino strikes again. That's crazy. Shout out to Big Luck. He says, "How are 4th? What the hell is going? How are we 4th? What the hell is going on?" Yeah, we're 4th, bro. We're 4th. So that gave you guys a little update on the draft order, looking towards 2026
That
draft.
doesn't give me any hope, bro. I about to tell you
Yeah,
something, Jay.
not with this regime, bro. Not with this regime.
And
To be
at
honest
number
with
4, I'm going to tell you like this. At number 4, I don't think there's a quarterback right now in the draft that is secure enough, that's good enough to be the number 4 pick.
you. Mhm.
Most of the quarterbacks that we're going to look at are going to be mid first rounders to late first round picks. The only reason that they're up so high is because there's a lack of quarterbacks in the draft this year.
Mhm.
So if you're telling me that we're going to have Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly
Just go back
developing
a
our
little bit on the stream. Bueno. Go back a little bit. Go back like 15, 20 minutes ago. We have it up from Raider Jesse. So if you want to see that. Yeah, it's fucking okay, you've seen it. Okay, yeah, it's fucking wild. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good,
Oh,
brother. But if you're telling me you're going to depend on Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll to draft a young quarterback and develop him after this total shit show that we've seen with every single rookie this year, bro, I don't give a fuck. We could have the first round pick, the first pick in the draft, and we're still going to screw it up.
mhm.
So at the end of the day, tell me like this: tankathon or not, does it really matter?
Yeah.
I'd be
doesn't-
like, does it really matter who we're going to draft? Because at the end of the day, are they going to get developed? Are they going to
Yeah.
come here and get better? Or are they going to get worse?
Yeah. Look, I want I don't want to bring this up, but it's funny because when we're talking about quarterbacks and thinking like, oh, we could have gone out and got a quarterback. We could have drafted Shador Sanders, right? And it goes there. There was something that was put out by AP. I don't know if anybody's seen it, but
Yeah.
AP was on a show today. And he says, well, if I was still with the Raiders, we would have gone out and drafted Shador Sanders, right? Bro, stop. I like AP, and I had mixed emotions when he became the coach. I'm like, cool, fuck it, let's ride with it. Like, all right, let's try the Rich Bisaccia thing. All right, cool, let's do it. Run with it. Didn't work out, and I'm like, we got to give this guy more time. We can't go through this whole like back and forth shit. And if you want to go ahead and kick Telesco, cool, kick Telesco. I didn't like that hire. Even though he got JPJ and Brock, I still didn't like that hire. It's just that hiring between the divisions. I don't know, and especially with guys who've been in there for a long time, you get attached too much. But that's just my personal take on it, and it probably doesn't make sense at all. It probably doesn't even make sense to anybody. But that's just my personal like thought process. But you got vetoed by Tom Telesco, and and you didn't even get a fucking quarterback that year that you were actually a full on head coach. What would be the difference this year if you would have stayed, AP? What would have been the difference? Okay, maybe I guess if Tom Telesco wasn't in the picture, you probably could have convinced Spytech to go after that pick. But even that, I don't think that would have happened. I really don't think that would have happened.
The
To
price
be
was too
honest with you.
high. Washington was asking too much. The price was too high. And I mean, like, it's not that I think
Or
that,
I'm not saying Jane and Daniels. It could have been some other person,
yeah,
whatever, right? It could have been. We could have gone Dart. We could have traded back into the first to get Dart. There's certain things you could have done, right? If you wanted a quarterback, you probably could have finagled that one. But then also you have. I don't want to go into too much into it, but you had Tom Telesco openly say like, "Hey, that wasn't his thought process." He was like, "We weren't ready for a quarterback, right? We didn't have the infrastructure X, Y, and Z. That's why I went out and got GPJ. That's why I got uh, Glaze and Bowers, right? Cool,
yep.
that worked out. But so tell me, how the fuck would you? How would you want to get? How would you gotten Shador Sanders? How would you gotten Shador Sanders? Like you wouldn't have gotten Shador Sanders. If Tom Telesco was still here, he wouldn't have gotten Shador Sanders. He would have been on that boat. And if Spytek was here, you saw what happened. Do you think he wouldn't have like, this might be a good thing to go ahead and get Shador because he said Mark was on it? No, right? It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So this whole thing, this is a shit that we Raider fans now have to hear from like these other guys. Like you have what's his face, Jack mouthing off because he had like that game winning pick for the Dolphins over there in Madrid. Like, bro, you haven't done shit all year. Like, stop. Like, stop. You know what I mean? So
So
it's just shit like that.
I'll tell you like this.
Let me know when you're ready, Jeff.
Shador,
Yeah.
bro, this whole thing of AP coming out and saying, oh, we would have drafted him. I would have taken him. I would have done this. AP, if you would have done a better job, you would have been there to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, you were set up for success. I get it. Luke gets he wasn't the guy you wanted. But you got to get off your fucking high horse. And if you were such a good coach, you'd be coaching somewhere else right now.
Yeah, exactly. Stick to that thought. Stick to that thought. Really quick, I'm going to bring in Hollywood Raider Jeff in the building. See, he has the sunglasses. I forgot to get him.
Well,
I'm gonna go make my own bag, bro. I'm gonna go have it like rated out. Make my own like garbage bag.
Yeah,
like my own like grocery bag.
Yeah, I'm trying to take away the pain, so I stopped. I got a bag of chips. I got a candy bar for later. I got M&M whatevers. I even got a Reese's peanut butter filled pretzels. What else have I got? I still got some Doritos left over. I got some Pop-Tarts. I even got some fucking crackers and cheese I'm gonna eat later on too. So it's a good thing I don't drink anymore because this team has turned me into a fucking eating machine to take the pain away from this bullshit that we're stuck watching with every goddamn week, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Seriously. What the hell was that today? That was the most pathetic game of football I've ever seen in my entire life. 10 goddamn sacks. You give up 10 goddamn sacks. I'm surprised it wasn't 15. 10 sacks.
Yeah.
How many sacks do we have? One?
We have one sack. One sack. 10 sacks allowed. We only had one little sack.
Way to go, Raiders. You did exactly what I thought you were going to do. Maybe you finally hit rock bottom. I think maybe we have after this game.
Man, I thought we hit rock bottom on Monday.
No, we are not rock bottom. This is the worst part, Jeff.
Dude,
we're not rock bottom yet.
Something because I don't know where the hell we are right now. This team has no identity. I don't even know what my identity is anymore. Look at this.
I
don't have my hat on right. I got sunglasses on. I'm fucking sitting there eating. I got chili. I'm eating chili too. Yeah, I'm eating cornbread.
I'm gonna do some pulled pork later. Shout out to the wifey with the pulled pork. It was great, honey. By the way, she's over there chilling on the couch. Shout out to my guy Rorschach. He says, "Look, guys, we can talk shit until we are blue in the face. Bottom line is, we love the brand, we love the team, and that's what matters. And what the fuck is happening to Jeff? I don't know, bro. That is a good. I ask that question every week. What is happening to Jeff?
Same thing that's happening to the Raiders right now. It's like Jeff says, we have no identity. We have dementia. We have no idea what we're doing. The next day, Jeff might show up with a pair of chonies on, freaking banana hammock on, and just chilling. You never know.
Don't tempt me.
The AP gives a more exciting season. Probably that interim season was the only exciting part about that. Other than that, we were doing this, but it wasn't as bad. And this is worse. We are a worse team than last year. It's fucking insane. How the fuck did that happen?
We have no identity, Jay. Jay, it's because it got worse on offense. It's because we're sitting there and we're going back to bro.
And I blame Gino.
Fuck your practices. That's what I'm about to tell Pete. Fuck your practices because obviously they're not working, Pete. And if you're telling me that these old guys that are freaking getting worked every single game is the best product you can put out there and that in practice they're doing so great, then you need to grow the fuck up and have better practices because the lack of intensity in your practices are transferring over to the game. Your lack of execution.
How many practices did they have this past week? They played Monday night. Would they have one practice? And the rest of it's all walking around in tutus and sleeveless
That's
shirts.
what it
and
looks like.
slap each other
That's
on
what
the
it
ass.
looks like.
It's about all
Yeah.
they're doing. Like a bunch of goddamn matadors out there on that offensive line just going, ole, whew, there you go. Let the bull go through. There goes Garrett again. Whoa, look at that. I'll tell you what, the offensive line got a good look at what Garrett's ass looked like. That's for damn sure today.
Jeff,
And
you
the other
played
defensive
offensive line.
lineman.
Why would they put Dylan Forsythe one-on-one with Myles Garrett? What logical sense does that make?
You leave that dude alone on the island to go ahead and fend for himself with just a twig. You're trying to fight like a big ass fucking lion with a twig, bro. Not even the pocket knife.
With the toothpick.
Twig.
Mm.
Toothpick. That's how bad
It's
it
like
is,
bringing
bro.
a stick to a tank fight. What are you going to do? Plug the
I don't think you
barrel?
win that one.
It went from
I
a
don't
bear
think you
to
win
a
that one.
tank.
Whatever. Y'all know the analogies. Y'all know what we mean. God damn it.
Hey, but you guys are so tell me like this. All game long, the Browns triple teamed Max Crosby, even quadruple teamed. Why the fuck are we not doing the same thing?
Because we're not intelligent on the coaching
No,
staff.
because
They
we
don't
think
adjust.
we're smarter than everybody in the league. We think we're
Yeah.
smarter than
Yeah.
everybody in the fucking room, and we don't give a damn who the fuck knows it, who the fuck thinks it. They can all kiss Pete Carroll's ass because he doesn't give a fuck. He's 74 years old. He's get off my lawn, bitch. I've been doing this shit for fucking like 5 decades. So fuck you and your fucking
That's
questions
right.
and shit.
And I do have a Dunkin' Donuts, and I got another full one in the
Hey.
fridge that we stopped and picked up on the way home. So,
Holy
I'm ready
cow,
for
bro.
that.
This guy's gonna get like a freaking coma tonight.
I'm gonna spike the shit out of my sugar tonight.
Oh, jeez.
All Carol's need to be fired.
What's up,
All
everybody?
Carol's need to be fired, yeah. There you go. I need to get sponsored by Keurig too, bro, for sure.
I know Jason said, did we expect anything different? Not really, but I didn't expect them to put 24 on us. I thought maybe going into this would be such a defensive battle because both offenses were kind of shitty.
Mhm.
Well, us especially. But the defenses matched up to the point where, yeah, Garrett and his crew were going to have a field day against us, and we were going to do okay against them. Our defense didn't do okay. They really they didn't do much. Tackling was horrible. We got burned on a few plays. Judkins looked incredible out there on some of his runs. It's like you look at him, and it's like they have a decent offensive line in Cleveland, and look what they did against us. No, oh shit! I almost knocked over my whole bowl of chili on my stomach. I hit the spoon, almost flipped it over. I thought it was going to be more along the lines like maybe a 9-3 type of game, you know. And then Carlson again misses another field goal.
Oh my gosh.
And you said it too. Thank God we didn't re-sign him.
What?
I'm glad we didn't, because he won't be here next year. There's no way. No way.
Check this out. So Geno Smith was asked about the career high 10 sacks that he took today. And then he was asked, what would you say is the difference between today and what you've seen in the past? This was Geno's response to that.
Oh God, it's going to be great.
I wasn't counting the plays.
Oh, if you want to go ahead and put it up.
Do you have it? I didn't know that you had it.
I don't have it, but if you have it.
Oh, somebody texted it to me.
Oh, somebody texted to you. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that's why I was like, what?
I don't think they
clipped
it yet.
Yeah, they didn't clip it. It says, I wasn't counting the plays of the sacks, so that's new information to me. Geno Smith, if you're in the game and you are consistently on your back, that means you're taking a sack. That is no bueno. That means you're going backwards. New news to you. New news. Hey, guess what? Sacks are bad. Are you kidding me, man? This is this type of stuff that I keep saying. You and I know that if you're taking a high amount of sacks, you know what's going on in the game. Ball delivery needs to get out quicker. You are telling your coach, hey, let's go quick game. Let's get these guys open in space. Let's get the ball out of my hands quickly.
Hey, Will, if I come over and kick you in the nuts 5 times, you're going to know how many times I kick you in the nuts?
Nope. Because after the first one, I'm probably going to be bent over and learn my lesson. I'm not going to let you kick me the next 4 times.
Do you not know that you yourself just got sacked that many times?
That's
how do you not know that?
Jeff, this is the thing. It's incompetence. It's not that you're sitting that you don't know what's going on. It's that Geno Smith is continuously making excuses just like Pete. Because Papa Pete is going up there saying, oh, well, Geno had a great game. Well, he only had 178 yards passing, but he had a great game. He threw a couple of interceptions, threw it to the other team, scored some pick sixes. What else can you ask for your quarterback? That's Pete right now.
That is Pete. Man, Pete lives on fucking Neptune,
all
bro.
the time.
Pete lives like in a fucking other dimension where people have like asses for face and like faces for like.
Bro,
that might be Fidel.
Like,
I don't know what is the record for sacks that we've allowed.
It might no, it was 12 for a game in the NFL, but I think we
no for us. Like how many?
I have no idea. Oh, 11.
11 is the highest we've had. Oh, 11 is the NFL record. Oh, they were almost there.
Oh, I thought it was 12. For some
How many
reason.
did Garrett have? 3?
Like today? Like
yeah.
what did you have? Hang on. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 for sure. Like,
yeah, he had. See how many sacks he had. He had 3 sacks recorded. 3 sacks recorded. Okay, so for them,
in the last 3 games, he's gotten 13 sacks.
I think so. I don't know.
He has more sacks in the last 3 games than the whole Raiders defense.
Yeah, bro.
Straight out facts.
That man is worth every penny that they paid him for his extension.
Yeah.
He literally can take over a game. That's the type of guy that you want. Max can't take over a game like that. He can't. Whether he's single teamed or not, he can't. He's not the same count. Anybody that's got this delusion that Max is the greatest in the league, you're insane. You just witnessed the greatest.
He's high up there in the league, and
he's high up there, but
he does impact games. But he doesn't do what Myles Garrett does.
No.
In that capacity.
Physically, he can't.
He can't. Can he have a game like that? He could have a game like that. I think he had like a 2-sack game. Was it against Tennessee or something like that?
Yeah, but consistently is what I'm saying.
Consistently, no.
And that's just it. Myles Garrett can severely change the outcome of a game. You know, I mean, look what he did today.
So I'll put it like this.
Max can't do that on a consistent basis. And it's not so much a knock on Max. It's just the way that we use him and the way that he gets affected from the offense that you're playing against. You know, they adjust for him. We didn't adjust for shit today. I mean, we didn't give anybody any help, no matter where he lined up, whether he was on the left side, right side, or up in the middle. There was no emphasis on like, hey, there he is. I didn't see a single offensive lineman point out to him. Did you? Did you see anybody say, hey, you know, not for nothing, but there's a guy on the other team that's dominating like him? You make it a point to point out where the fuck he is. So Geno knows where he is too, to make sure that he's aware that he's on this side. Like, hey,
Geno is not aware that he's taking 10 sacks. Geno is not aware that he's taking 10 sacks, Jeff.
Exactly.
How dare you talk about that?
He doesn't know where he is.
Concussed, bro, like half of the time and shit. Coming off a concussion.
The grass out of his eyelids.
Well, what down is it? 5th?
So let me tell you.
What down is it? 5th?
Was he legit walking? I heard a rumor that he was actually swearing at fans walking off the field. Is that?
Yeah,
no, he
was flipping them off.
He flipped us off. I'll post it up again.
Jeez,
I know everybody wants
this is the hottest ticket right now.
I know hottest ticket. Again, shout out to my guy, Raider Jesse. Salute to him. Make sure you guys go ahead and give him a follow on Instagram. Yeah, here, hold on, let me pull it up.
Doesn't he sits over there, Josh, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sits with Josh and Joe Morley.
Oh, so he must have done it right after that.
Yeah, this is Geno towards the end of the game. You don't need the audio. There you go.
Oh my
Right
god.
there.
Yeah, and probably the culprit. And I don't want to put 100% Josh, but Josh, I know Josh because I've been to the block hall and sat there, and he's probably, but it's not just him. Everybody was booing him.
But
Everybody,
it doesn't matter. It
he-
doesn't matter. That's
he's-
your job.
that is his job, 100%. And if you're playing the way you're playing, Gino, you're gonna get that type. You're gonna get that type of
Yeah.
give a fuck, bro.
But see, this
You
is
get
where
his-
this is where accountability on players comes into play too, because that's where someone else on this team that knows that he did that or sees that he did that needs to
Yeah.
pin him up against the wall and tell him, you don't do that shit to your own fans. You want to do
Your
that
own
to the
fans.
KC
Pete
fans?
Carroll needs to do that.
You
Pete
wanna do
Carroll
that-
needs to get that old 73-year-old
Yeah, but it's still-
scraggly ass in there.
No, I get that, and
Handle
you're
that
right. But it
business.
should be a player that takes him aside and puts him up against the wall and says, "Listen, you don't do that to our fans. You want to do that to Chiefs fans, Chargers fans, Broncos, whatever. Go have at it. You want to pull your pants down and moon them? I don't give a shit. But you don't do that to your own fans in your house, in your own home. That'd be like him walking through my house right now. And I invite him in, and he flips me off and starts swearing at me. Motherfucker,
Yeah.
you're in my house. I helped build this. I helped pay for this by my ass being in these seats, paying for these tickets. Not you. You're just here as part of the entertainment of the team that's out on the field. We're paying for you. Show us some respect as fans. We're the ones that are enduring this shit whole season. You're getting paid for it no matter what. We're paying to be here.
100%.
And this
And
is the shit you're going to do to your fans?
I was
Fuck
saying
you.
earlier, like he didn't flip off anybody when he was collecting that $38 million check. He's not saying anything to the front office. He's not flipping off the front office when he's getting those direct deposits into his account. He's not. He's just like, yeah, I love it. Keep that shit coming, right?
So
Like
here's the thing,
it's
Mark-
just despicable, and this is a character that Gino.
it's
Smith
unbecoming.
is.
It's unbecoming of an NFL quarterback.
I'm not
The guy that's
surprised.
supposed to be the focal point
100%.
of your team. So
Yeah.
Mark Davis is not only just the owner of the team; he's a fan of football. He's a huge fan of this team. He might as well just walk up to Mark's office, walk in his office, and doing this to him the whole time, because that's what he's doing by doing it to the fans in the stands. You're doing it to him too, the owner. And if I, as the owner, don't take it that way, then that's on me. Because I would have been the one in his face if I was Mark Davis saying, listen, you can't do this shit. But Mark doesn't, I don't think he's got enough oomph in him to come out and say that. But seriously, Al Davis wouldn't tolerate. Al Davis would have fucking shit canned him already. Al Davis would have been it. Al would have been the one down there because he was always on the sidelines at the end of games. Would have been down there and smacking him around or yelling at him to knock that shit off. That's what this team's missing. This team's missing that meanness at the top of the level of this organization. And you don't have that with Mark. Mark's too busy getting mad at fans when they throw signs up about firing Josh McDaniels. Remember that fiasco?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Guys get thrown out of the
Wise
stands.
up. Wise up. Wise up. Wise
Yeah.
up. Smart up. Smart up. Smart up. There you go. Smart up. That's the word. It's funny. Yeah. See, when it was like Gino tells us to blame him, and then he gets mad when we commence to blame him. I know, bro. He has like 5 blames he can like take in total. Like that's his max. After that, it's just like all bets are off. I'm gonna start.
He's got a limit.
X. I start blocking people on X. I'm gonna go out and get my block later on today, or maybe tomorrow morning. I'll probably put one out there and get my official block from Gino Smith to make it official and all that.
I guess you and I aren't high enough level in the content creator because I'm not blocked by him yet.
Oh no, you got to say something disparaging and then tag him in it. I just haven't tagged him anything in it, but I'll come up with something cute.
Tag him in something that I just said. I don't give a fuck.
exactly, man. But
I'll meet him in the fucking parking lot in Philly if he's still a quarterback.
There you go. He's probably gonna run to that bus, bro. He knows. he knows better. Yeah. See, really, is it 2 years? 75? Yeah. So next year. And before I really get into it, shout out to everybody in the building. We have almost 150 in the building. Salute to everybody here. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on all these channels here. Shout out to my guy, Jeff. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. 41_Raider Jeff. My guy, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. I probably messed that up. But make
Yeah.
sure you guys go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Oh my guys, salute to you guys. And then obviously with me, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, click those thumbs. It really does go ahead and support the shows here and get them out into the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate
Sir.
us. Really quick, go back to that.
Can I just say something real quick to
Yeah,
one
go
of the
ahead.
guys in the chat? Because it happened right at the end of the show last night when we were already running the outro screen. But Bill M, I appreciate you last night, man. At the very end of the show, he became a member on my channel, and I didn't get a chance to really shout him out because it was already the credits were and everything were already rolling. But I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much for that membership, man. That means a lot. Trust me.
Yeah,
I even got a sub from Wasted Talent.
there you
Friday night.
go. That's what's up.
Right.
Shout out to our guy
Yeah.
Wasted. I was
He was in the chat.
checking in.
He was talking in the chat too. Friday night. He goes, "This is some real rate of podcast shit." I'm like, "Oh, damn."
Yeah, shout out to my guy Wasted Talent. I was over there before the show, just chiming in, and yeah, he was not happy on this rated performance. It's just straight dog shit. Like you
would
can't
be?
blame him. You can't blame him. You can't blame anybody for feeling the way that they feel, even if it's not at the same level of anger and resentment that we currently have. You know, if you're optimistic, that's not a bad thing either. That's fine, but keep it real. That's all I ask for. Keep it down to planet Earth. That does not get too wild.
The only people that are
That's what-
happy are the ones that wanted us to tank.
Yeah, I'm not about that tank. Shout out to
No.
Willis Defense. He says, "Is it really 2 years, 75 million?" Yes, it is.
Yes.
And this is the thing. I think we can go. Not all of that's guaranteed. So we can get out of this contract next year. I think we owe him about 8 to 10
18
million.
million. 18.
Yeah, about 18.
18
I think it's like
18
more
next
like
year.
8 to 10. No, I think it's like more to 8 to 10
No, because he
around
gets
that range.
he gets 18, and then we're guaranteed after 18 he's out. That's what I read last.
I
I
don't
read.
let's see. I'll look it up right now. But
Because
as far
his
as I
contract
know,
was. Go ahead. My bad.
yeah,
Go ahead.
as far as I know, it was gonna be it's front loaded, so he gets a majority this year, and then next year, we don't take as much of the hit. Hang on, I'm trying to look through Tankathon.
Gotta turn
I'm
my
sorry,
camera off.
Spot Track here. Let's see.
What do I
I
want
think
to
it's 26. I think it's like 26. Here, let me look through this.
Jason Down
the
says
other
it's 8 mil.
Is it 8?
I thought it
Yeah,
was
see,
8 mil.
But then it says somebody said, but the cap hit will be around 27 million.
okay, here we go. Fuck the cap at this point. Here we go. Let me put that up. There we go. Okay,
All right.
so Geno Smith extend. This is over the cap, 2026. Hopefully you guys can see it here. They have it at. Let me zoom in. They have him
18.5.
18 and a half on the hit. This is pre-June 1st. I think post-June, if they went until after June 1st, I think it goes down to 8. So it just depends when you want to go ahead and do it. If you want to go ahead and do it early, you get an 18 and a half. If not, it's going to be about an email after June 1st. So it's kind of like pick your poison type thing, which honestly, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter. Unless you're going to keep this guy as a backup, it really doesn't matter. I don't want to see him on the team anymore. But to me, there's no benefit of having Geno Smith here. What for? There really isn't. We went out. I mean, we still have AOC. I think AOC has one more year, right?
2027 he becomes a free agent. So yes.
Okay, so next year is going to be his final year. You can go ahead and keep that dude if you're going to go ahead and you need a backup, a serviceable backup. You keep that guy or keep him as a starter, whatever fucking floats your boat. At this point, like, if Pete's here, I don't expect us having a draft going on and drafting a top round quarterback, right? And if Pete is not here, then that might be more of a reality where we actually see this guy in action.
Jay, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted. I thought it was me for a second.
Got my mic cut out.
Yeah.
But either way, if Pete's here, we're not going to get a top ranked quarterback. If Pete's not here, then that's going to be more of a reality, in my opinion. But either way, you don't need to have Geno here for that equation. You can have AOC here. You have Cam Miller, a guy who's literally chilling on the practice squad developing. So it just depends how you want to go ahead and pick your poison.
So, Jay, I'll tell you like this. Before this whole situation happened with him flipping off the fans and just being this freaking ridiculous and incompetent, I would have said, hey, if you draft a rookie, you don't have to immediately throw him to the Lions. Yeah, I get it. Nobody wants to keep Geno at least for half the season next year. And you let Geno start, see if he has anything changes. And if not, you put in the rookie. Yeah, and I get it. But you put in the rookie and you don't throw him to the Lions, right?
Yeah.
But
I
after
wouldn't be
this,
surprised about that move.
after
He said that
this,
last night in that show. I agree 100% with him.
I don't think so. I don't think so after this. The reason is because, bro, you can't go out and publicly flip off fans and expect their support.
But again, that's going to come from the owner and the coach, though. That he needs to be fined for that by the team. To be honest with you,
Pete Carroll might not be the coach next year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but if Pete Carroll's the coach, Geno's definitely going to be a starter. I mean, as bad as he was today, there was no. Did you see any quarterback warming up on the sideline? I know I didn't.
Nope.
Bro, we didn't even have a
bad
quarterback on the roster to back him up with.
I think Kenny Pickett got up to get a cup of water at one point. I think as far as I think he's like, okay, cool. I think he got up to like put his hair back and then like he put his hat back on. I'm like, all right, cool.
If Pete Carroll's here next year, Geno Smith is going to be the starter. Look at what he did a couple of weeks ago. He was obviously less than 50% with the way he was hobbling around out there, and we still put him back out there. So even when he's injured, there's no shot of him coming out of the game. The game was on the line that night. And you put him back out there and think that he's going to give you the best chance to win when you could have done and put Pickett out there and possibly at least you got a guy that can move 100%. He's not hobbled. You know, he might not be as good, obviously, but gives you a better chance because at least if something breaks down, he can run because he's not hurting. You got Geno Smith behind the inept offensive line. He's already been running for his life all night. And you want him to go out there and perform as the quarterback. If they crash the line again, you're going to kill him. Not that some people would mind if he gets knocked out of a game, completely knocked out of a game. But
yeah, really quick. Hold on before you go any further. Well, shout out to our guy Rorschach with a $2 holla.
Thanks, my brother.
Says Raider Will has completely lost his mind.
Hey, I'm Pete Carroll.
Crazy.
I'm Pete Carroll right now. Yes.
Are you experiencing a little bit of dementia, my friend?
Yes, obviously, because the Raiders were giving it to me. I'm telling you like that. So,
I'm into mental issues.
Holy fuck.
What's up?
Dude, the Rams have got 31 points already. It's not even halftime. 31-6, I think it is.
Hey, just rub it in, Jeff, how bad we are that other teams at halftime
31-7.
More points than we have in the past 3 games.
We haven't even hit 30 this year.
Well, we're never going to hit 30.
Unfortunately.
No. That ship has sailed, my friend. Yeah,
today was the chance that we could have possibly, but.
Let me ask you guys this. Every single time we start hearing hype about a guy, or we had Caleb Rogers, we have AOC coming back. Every single time, these guys get put on the injured, unable to perform list. Or, hey, we're just going to put them on some list that they're not even going to be on the field. What are we doing? Guys, and then, he had a bad week of practice. Why is AOC not the backup? If you already know Kenny Pickett ain't it, why not say, hey, you know what, AOC? I know that you're not mobile. I know that you're standing still back there, freaking whatever. Get the ball out of your hands quickly. If you know the offense, throw it to the wide open guy.
See, and I think that's the difference with AOC 12. He's got a quicker release. He's got a quicker release. He'll get
Yeah.
rid of the ball, and he doesn't stare. And trust me, you've seen it. He doesn't stare receivers down like Gino does.
Okay. My thing with I'll keep Robert's comment up real quick. We'll get to it. My thing with AOC is that he's gonna look like dog shit to start off because he hasn't played all season. The
Yeah,
last time he played was in that open practice. I'm sorry, but the last time excuse me, scratch that. The last time he played was that game versus the Cardinals, which he was struggling already. So he's not gonna look good at all. We're just and with this offensive line, it's just gonna look fucking even ugly. You guys think 10 sacks is bad? Try 15. It's gonna get that bad. When you have a guy like Stone Forsythe in as your tackle, or putting in guys like Will Putnam, in, it's not gonna be good, bro. It's not. It's not a good formula. Unfortunately, you probably have to have him as a third QB for a little while until they put the rookies in. And if the rookies are kind of holding their own a little bit, I don't expect much from the rookies. I don't. I really don't. But if they're out there and they're showing like little sparks here and there, and they keep them in there, then that's probably a time where you might want to go ahead and fuck around with AOC. But it's gonna get really, really bad. He's gonna have to really you're asking a kid who struggled all year long, started last year too, to be instantly good and get the ball off. It's a very hard thing to do. I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna do it. I mean,
So, Jay,
anything's better than Gino at this point. But that's my thing. I don't know which is the lesser of the two evils. Is it Kenny Pickett or is it AOC? I don't know. The thing is,
Either
we already
or.
seen a little bit of Kenny Pickett, a little bit more than AOC.
I think at this point it's either or. We're
Yeah.
just tired of seeing Gino, and with Gino having this type of reaction after the game, bro, you do not deserve to be here.
Yeah.
I don't give a
Really-
shit.
Yeah, shout out to Robert Davila. Let me get to this comment here. What do we do with Chip? Oh, I lost Jeff. I'll be back. What do we do with Chip? You got to let him go. You have to let him go. I don't see us being here with Chip. I think the whole experiment with Chip is done. We're done. I really do. I don't think this is gonna pan out. I don't think this is gonna work. I think he's still caught up in college mode that he can't realize that the type of offense he's trying to run is not transferring over to the NFL level. Like you said it best. You can't run 7-on-7 and expect these guys to go ahead and just shred the field. Doesn't work with this way. These guys are fucking elite. These guys are bigger, stronger, faster, smarter at this level. When you're playing starters, these guys are on a different fucking level. So I don't think it's just that adaptability. I think he was just too much. He spent too much time away in college, and now that he's trying to go ahead and come back, I think it's just it's not correlating. So this might be a thing where we need to go ahead and part ways with Chip. What do you guys think about that comment? That
Chip,
Robert
you're garbage. Chip, you're thinking that this is college football and you think this is 7-on-7. Dropping back to pass 49 times plus a game is not a winning solution in the NFL. Your offensive line has no power, has no willpower because they continuously pass block. They go backwards. Richie Incognito came out and said, how do you help an offensive line that is struggling? You pound the motherfucking football. You run it as many times as you need to. And then you use play action. What's up?
Thank you for reminding me of the Incognito interview he had here on Chip Kelly. Do you guys want to hear it? I have it up. If you guys are down to hear it, we can go ahead.
Bro.
Jeff, you
This
down
will
to hear
just
it?
back up my position.
Yeah,
Did
go
you see
for it.
what Incognito said?
Yeah, go for it. I don't think I might have heard it once, and it's been a while.
Okay, all right. This was the other day. This was recent. So this is Richie, our former lineman Richie Incognito, talking on the Arena Gridiron, and he's criticizing Chip Kelly on the play calling and the performance up to date. So let's go ahead and play a little bit of that. Shout out to the Arena. Make sure you guys go ahead and give him a follow and it's a scrap as well.
Kelly's offense is not translating to the NFL.
Mm-mm.
It is a complete mess. We have a workhorse in Ashton Genty. Need to feed him the ball. Everyone's saying, well, the offensive line is bad up front. To get the offensive line in the game, you have to run the ball. You have to go downhill at these guys. You have to dictate the tempo of the game. If you have guys backing up and you're dropping back 35, 40 times with Geno Smith, it's not going to work. And Chip, in his infinite wisdom, thinks that we cannot run the ball and still get play action to work. You were talking about it before. You have to threaten them a little bit with the run and get your play action going. We're running play action out of the shotgun. We're putting it in Geno's hands, and Geno is turning it over left and right. So I think Chip Kelly, his issue is he thinks he's smarter than everybody, and he's going to let you know that he's smarter than everybody. But in the NFL, there's a lot of smart guys, and there's a lot of great players. So this bullshit offense that he was running is not working. And Chip needs to look himself in the mirror and ask himself about the personnel decisions they've made, the offensive line that they've trotted out there.
100%.
We have our right guard go down, a second-round pick, Jackson Powers-Johnson, and they're pulling him in and out of the lineup. He's our second-best offensive lineman next to Colton Miller. So a highly touted Oregon guy, right? Remington Award winner. This guy is the best center in the nation. He's a second-round pick. So let's put him at right guard and have him rotate with Alex Kappa, who is the worst pass blocking guard in the NFL. Now Jackson Powers goes down. What are we going to do? We're going to start 2 undrafted free agents, Will Putnam and Jordan Meredith, undersized guys, and we're not going to play our third-round picks. We have 2 third-round studs that we've had. So I'll wrap this up. I think there's a lot of funk around the Raiders organization right now. And those fingers need to be pointed at Chip Kelly. That defense is good enough for them to win. No run game, play action out of shotgun, running reverses and all this stuff. It's a mess.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You can't be doing those cutesy plays. We're not good enough to do those stupid run reverses and bullshit. We can't do that. That requires finesse and perfect timing. We ain't got that. We need to do just exactly what he said. We just need to stick to basics and hand the ball off left, hand the ball off right, hand the ball off left, hand the ball off right. Oh, there's Brock Bowers. Boom, dump pass. All right, hand the ball off again. Hand the ball off again. Oh, there's Brock. Boom, dink it off again. Guess what? You move down the goddamn field. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Not this bullshit we're watching.
Not this bullshit.
Thank you. Thank you. And this is, again, thank you for playing the video, Jay, because that 100% backs up what I was saying.
She hit right on the button, bro. And everything is true, bro. Like, how the fuck are you expected to sell play action pass with like 4 carries in the fucking
Chico, that was Richie Incognito in that video.
Yeah, like 4 carries and a half. Like, come on now, get the fuck out of here.
You know what? Yeah, I think
and a half. Come on.
I think what else is also extremely depressing to be sitting here and watching what we see on the field or on TV is when you watch other teams that struggled early this season and then have turned it around and are in a completely different atmosphere than what we are and from where they were when they started the season. And it comes down to one thing. You know what that one thing is? It's the coaching. It's the coaching. It's not the play. The talent didn't change.
Trash.
The talent's the same talent that started with the roster before game 1. So let's look at New England. They start off horrible. Guess what? They're number 2 in the AFC right now, only because Denver's on a bye right now. So they're tied right now with them. Okay. Colts just lost today. So they're now another game behind them. Buffalo's falling. You know who's in first place in their division today after they won? After a horrible start? They were 1-5 at one point, just like us. Baltimore Ravens are now in first place in their division. They've turned their shit around. Granted, Lamar Jackson didn't have a beautiful day today, but they're winning. It's coaching. Coaching changes everything. It's not the personnel. It's the same players that started the season.
This coaching staff is just straight garbage. That's what it is. And we're just incompetent and inept.
We don't adjust anything.
We don't.
That's
right
there.
The only readjustment that happened was probably that New England game.
Well,
That's really where we went out and made like
and-
second half adjustments. Other than that, we haven't really done shit.
let me ask you guys this.
What's up, Mike?
Okay. If you guys have an offense that doesn't suit your team, do you try to force that offense onto your team, or is
No, you
your
adjust
job
it.
exactly? And Chip Kelly hasn't done that. Chip Kelly is coming in here and saying, "Oh, this is my playbook. I know better than everybody else. I've done this a million times, and you haven't won in the NFL." Chip Kelly has never won in the NFL because he throws the football too much, because he's playing a college football offense. When he came in, he had the tempo. Remember, everybody was like, "Oh, his tempo offense was fantastic. Great college offense." They caught on to it, and he sucked, and he got kicked out, and he went back to college, and he had success in college. And because of success in college, they want to transfer it over to the NFL. Sorry, Jeff. Fuck that.
There's an interview he did at the start of before the season started, when we didn't even have Geno Smith. I think it was before the draft, actually. I forget who it was that was sitting down and talking to him, but they were in Allegiant Stadium overlooking the field, and they were talking to him about the starting quarterback for this team. Because at the time, all we had was AOC 12. Okay. Minshew was already gone. You know, we didn't have anybody else. It was just AOC 12 was the only one on this team at the time.
Right
And
on.
his exact words were, I can suit my offense that I run to fit whatever quarterback we have. I can work with any quarterback that we have currently on the roster. His exact words, currently on the roster, I can work with quarterbacks and make them successful. Then what the fuck happened? Why is he not adjusting?
Doesn't look like that.
No, why is he not adjusting the offense to be suited towards Geno Smith? And now that we have a legit running back, why are you not changing things? Why are you still trying to shove your offense down people's throats when you know we can't run that offense? You know, you got to go back to basics. Seriously, I go back to the fucking wing tee, the Delaware wing tee shit.
Can
I
we
don't
go
give
underneath
a fuck.
center?
Go back to
Go
a
underneath
wishbone
center.
offense.
Yeah, power
is everything. At this point, we got to do something, because this is pathetic. I've never seen it so bad.
Hey, you're going to tell me that we are bad at pass blocking and we are in shotgun 90% of the time, and we're going to be aggressive and run the football out of shotgun? That shows you that. And why not build it around Ashton Genty? Why are you building your offense around Geno Smith, a 35-year-old quarterback?
100%. Shout out to Bill. Shout out to Bill. I want to go ahead and point this comment out. It's a good comment. A good question. Before the game, Pete said that he would go ahead, he would play the rookies and the young guys if they helped us to win. What does he actually think we're gonna go ahead and win? Shout out to Bill. That's a great fucking question. I don't know, and that goes to show Pete's mentality. You know, and they now the commentator said it too. I forgot his name. He was like, if they're not going to go ahead and help us win, we're not going to play these guys. We're only going to play guys that are going to help us to win. Okay, well, how do you know what you have? Why exactly? Why is Geno in the game? And how do you know what the fuck do you have if you don't play the guys? You don't play the guys you drafted. You drafted them for a specific reason. But this goes to show the dysfunction in that fucking team, that organization between the front office and the coaching staff. We talked about this also on Wednesday, is that there's a big disconnect between Spy Tech, Mark, and Tom Brady and this coaching staff. They don't like Spy Tech has his guys that he drafted, and most of the guys that he drafted are not playing. And you have all Pete's guys who Pete's drafted, they're playing. They're playing, or they're getting some actual time, catches, or, you know, they're getting targets and shit like that. But Jack Besh is not getting a fucking target. No. For some fucking reason, we're still throwing the ball to Dante Thornton, right? And we know that he has issues catching the ball. So it's shit like that. JJ Pegues is getting some burn time, but then you have Tonka Hemingway who's not. So it's shit like that that just kind of fucking boggles the mind on what Pete is trying to accomplish. And I was saying it before you got in here, Jeff. He's 74 years old. This is his last post. What the fuck resume is he trying to build? You think another team is gonna pick him up when he's close to 80? I don't fucking think so. I don't even think the guy wants to coach after this. Like, who the fuck? I think he wants to go ahead and ride until I would. I'm like, I'm 74 and I'm here for the next 3 years. Like, I think I'm done after this, right? Or you would think so.
Yeah.
But like, what is he trying out there to prove? Like, it's okay to know that, hey, it's gonna take you some time to go ahead and build this, and you're not gonna win right away. We knew that. We, as most of this fan base, knew that. We knew we're probably not gonna make the playoffs, but some way, somehow, we're gonna look better than we did last year. But we look entirely worse. Statistically, visually, we look fucking worse.
I'll tell you what, I
And
wasn't embarrassed last year like I am this year. Like to embarrass, meaning, like, as soon as somebody brings up the word Raiders around you and people around you know you're a Raiders fan, they look at you like, you're a Raiders fan? Holy shit. Last year, yeah, okay, people would, bust your balls a little bit, but this year it's just downright embarrassing. One thing I want to say about Pete Carroll, there's one thing he told us that wasn't a lie, because so far it's holding true to what he said. And that goes back to after the first preseason game when somebody asked him about the offensive line. And what was his words? It could take a day, could take a week, could take a month, could take well into the season before we know what we're doing with or how our offensive line is going to play out.
it's just gonna come to us.
And
Like
here
a
we are
fucking
now.
force.
We're now 2-9. Okay. So we've played 11 games this season. We're in week 12, and we still don't know the identity of our offensive line, other than the fact that it's complete garbage and Swiss cheese and couldn't
But
stop
Jeff,
God knows what. It couldn't stop shit.
that
Can't
goes back
stop
to Chip
anything.
Kelly. That goes back to Chip Kelly and not running the ball.
Yeah, but again,
You-
that's the one thing that Pete Carroll said early in preseason that's been true all the way through. Not once have we had a solid starting 5 offensive linemen. It's been a jumbled mix from day one. It's
Yeah,
never
shit
been
show.
any. So these guys have never had the same 5 guys on the field game after game after game.
No.
It's always somebody different out there each week. So how are you supposed to gel in game time situations when, all right, well, this week I'm playing Kappa's next to me. Next week it's JPJ next to me. Following week, oh, we're back to Kappa again. Oh, shit, Putnam's out here now. Oh, Meredith is next to me now. Oh, Parham's hurt. Oh, we're going to put Caleb Rogers in. He's going to start this week. Oh, no, day before the game, we're scratching him. He's not even going to dress. No, Parham's good. I'm going to put him in. What the flying fuck? Man.
Yeah. Shout out
This
to
function.
Nugget Overdose. He said, can we put Pete out to pasture? Or the other solution is, what do you do with the lame horse? And the law says that's illegal. Bro, I mean, honestly, I think at this point, you probably would have to go ahead and, what I was saying yesterday is that you can go ahead and give him an advisory role, and or give him the option to retire. That's
Give him the option to
only
retire.
two.
I don't want him anywhere near this team.
Nothing.
But that's the only thing you could really do at this point. If you want to go ahead and kind of save face and like try to do things the right way, that's a bad shit. It's like we were forced now to go back to do this whole, like, we got to fire dudes and rehire dudes. Like it's gotten so bad that we have to go ahead and do that. I don't know when the cycle will end. That's great.
If we don't win another game this season, we're going to finish for the most losses in an entire season. This will be a record for the Raiders. We've never had the opportunity to, never lost 17 games in a season. Because even Art Shell's worst year, he was 2-16. No, 2-14. That was a 16-game season. We're going to lose 17 games because I don't see us winning another one. So that's 17 games in the tank. We've never done that before. So that'll break a record for most games lost in a season will be 17. That's how
we
bad.
Only play 17. We'd have to lose every game.
Never mind.
We'd be 2-15.
No, because he was 2-14.
Yeah, we'd be 2-15. So we'd be in 2-15.
All right, so we would still be. We still. Yeah, that's right. It would be 14 was the highest. Now it'll be 15. Yeah, my bad. I don't know what I'm thinking. See what I mean? They got me all fucked in the head too.
They got me all fucked up now.
You got Pete Carroll. You're all Pete Carroll now.
Last night on the last call, Jason asked this question, or somebody in the chat asked,
Uh-huh.
If Pete Carroll was fired, what would you want to do? Okay. So what I did was,
Appreciate you,
I don't
Joseph.
know, was that yours or mine?
That was yours. I don't run Steve.
Oh, it finally worked.
Stream now.
Finally working
There you
right.
go. There you go. That's what's up.
Thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate that. What was I gonna say? Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say now.
He's all Pete Carrolled right now. I'm telling you, right? Like it's a
What was I
disease
saying?
that's
I'm
passing through
gonna put
Raider
this
Nation.
Oh, I know what it was.
Wait.
Yeah, it was on the last call last night. They asked me, "What would you want to do if, say, Pete Carroll gets let go? You know, what's the?" And I said, "Simple thing is, I don't want anybody left from this regime. If Pete Carroll's gone, get rid of everybody. I mean, every single coach. I'm fine with Spytek. You can keep him. Get rid of every single coach. If you want to keep one, then I'm fine with Phil. But other than that, get rid of everybody. I don't want anybody left that's from the Pete Carroll regime or from the prior regimes other than Philbin. Only because Philbin, I know, can do a good job with the offensive line at least. And that's where I'd rather have him because it'd be a hell of a lot better than what the hell this guy's doing.
Why is
All
Phil?
right.
What then? Why is Philbin not coaching the O line right now, Jeff? Why are we?
Because
not
they don't
making
have
that
him there.
call?
Because
They don't
it's
have
his
him there.
son. His son's
Yeah.
doing that.
I don't give a
Pete.
shit. Hey,
Oh, yeah, I
bro,
know you don't give a
you're
shit,
talking
but
to the
Yeah,
dude
but
that
that's
has
he has
fired
control
his son.
over the
I
team
would
right now.
fire my son. Bro, here's the thing. We have Philbin in the building. Why not just say, hey, you know what, son? You're going to take a little demotion. You're not going to get fired. You're going to become an
He's not gonna
assistant.
do that.
You're going to. I don't
This
give a
is
shit.
what's it. I know you don't give a shit, but realistically, it's not gonna happen.
Why?
What the
Why,
realistic thing
Jay?
is gonna happen because he's not gonna do it. That's his son. The realistic thing for that to happen is for Spytek to grow a pair and take control of this roster and this coaching staff until this fucking guy either kick rocks, fire him flat out, or tell him, hey, you're gonna go ahead and take a step back. You're gonna sit under Philbin. Philbin's gonna run the offensive line and the run game. You're gonna look. You're gonna go ahead and assist him.
I love the idea.
Somebody
Jay.
in this organization has to have the set of balls to
I
say
got
and
you,
do
Jeff.
something. That's
Shout
the
out
problem.
shout out to Donut Ducky. Get Shula, get Chris Shula from the Rams.
I'd be okay with
defensive
that.
coordinator from the Rams. He's a name that's been out there. Definitely. Comes from the Shula tree. McVay, Shula, Don Shula. What is it? His grandson, right? It is his grandson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that family has legacy, but more importantly, he comes from the McVay tree, and you know that fucking tree right there is money. Is money. I want also Mike LaFleur. That's another guy. If we do like a full regime change, which I hope we do, and I know Tanner's saying that, Mark said that, but shit could change. Shit could literally change. Things could happen at the end of the season. We don't know what's going to happen on that Black Monday. If they're going to go ahead and eventually, can majority of this regime, for the exception of maybe John Spytek, because I think they like John Spytek for sure.
So, Jay, let me go back to your question about the roster thing, right? Here's the biggest thing. With GMs, they never have roster control. The reason is because individual coaching positions are allowed to make those calls, right? They're the ones that have to look at it. You're the ones in practice. You're the ones watching them. You're the ones that have to say, hey, this rotation has to go like this. Unfortunately, with the Spytek, you'll never see that.
I think I kind of disagree with that a little bit because I know there's other teams where their GM is running the roster and they have to have that over that veto power. Like, hey, this is not working. We're going to run it this way. And this is the problem when we have. I think we hired Pete first, and then I think was it Spytek after that. I don't remember how the order went.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember 100%.
I think
Either way, you have a guy like Pete who can pull rank and be like, look, motherfucker, I've been doing this since you were a fucking thought in your daddy's fucking eye. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's happened multiple times. It's like, no, we're gonna do this way, Johnny. We're gonna do this way. Just trust me on this. I've been doing this for a long time. I know what I'm doing. Okay, all right, Pete. Like, our record fucking indicates exactly what you're fucking preaching. exactly what you're preaching. And,
Donut said that we hired Spy first. I think we did because I think
And
you know what,
I think
Yep,
you were
we
did.
did because he was part of the coach search. Now that I remember now, so yeah.
And
he was right.
I don't know how much input Spy Tech had because I think Pete was a third choice. Pete wasn't number one. It was I think he was a third choice. Obviously, Ben Johnson was the first one that didn't pan out. I forgot who we interviewed after that. I think it was Spags. We interviewed a few coaches, and Pete was like the third one that was actually like really kind of like interested. And we didn't even get Todd Munkin in the building. I don't think that interview happened. Salah
Nope.
happened, but didn't like Salah for a head coach. It was always going to be like a DC type of role. So,
Yep.
it's just crazy. Crazy. But man, I don't know. I don't know kind of where we go from this. The ride is not over, folks. The
No,
ride
we
is not
are
over. This is going to continue to get ugly.
still sinking.
I get the exact dates. You ready?
Okay.
So Spy was named general manager on the 24th of January 2025. But they announced he was named on the 24th, but they picked him on the 23rd. Pete Carroll was named head coach on January 25th, 2025. So it's only a day different.
A day different. So to me, what that means is that Spytek had no influence, no say over the hiring process of the coach.
Yeah.
And this is a problem with this team and teams that do it this way is that you give a lot of authority, a lot of leeway to your head coach and not the GM, who is literally the guy who should be essentially running as far as like the play personnel and building this roster up. And
Well,
they're not doing that. Huh?
Is Will in the middle of an earthquake?
Probably.
All I can see is this.
I know.
I'm just agreeing. Yes.
No, your whole screen's shaking, like your
Your
laptop
screen shaking. That's why I was like, "Oh, what?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah, but this is the problem that we. Yeah, this is the type of problem that we have, and that's why we're also experiencing these issues. Is because the GM is not the one making the hire, and there's supposed to be that hierarchy. You know, you Jeff, you like to make these analogies, right? For like think about it, you're at a job, right? So think anybody who's held a corporate job would fucking know. I have a corporate job in a sense. My job is kind of corporate. My company is owned by a parent company that's a big company. They have like thousands of employees. Blah blah blah. They have a hierarchy. There's a point being, and there's no. You have your assistant manager, your general manager, and then you have a regional, and so on and so forth, right? You have a VP, and you got right? So we have a head coach, then you have your GM, then you have ownership, right? And everybody, a president and operations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's not, to me, Pete is like fucking the president of operations, the football operations right now. He's running the show. He's going to do whatever the fuck he wants. And if you don't like it, you can go kick rocks. That's essentially what he's telling everybody. He's like, bitch, I run the show. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you think. You can want to play the rookies all day long, but to me, if they're not going to go ahead and give me a chance of winning, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Shout out to my guy, Raise Allegiance, Lunatic Raider. Appreciate you, my guy. Salute to you.
Double.
Yeah. No, I said Ben Johnson. Yeah, Ben Johnson.
Yeah, Ben Johnson.
He was the first one that essentially went out.
He just did it as a courtesy, and he even said it. He just came in as a courtesy. He didn't do it. He was never serious about being.
And look at the Bears now. Where are they?
Yep.
Look, I'm sorry. What did they do with their first? What did they address right away? What was that, Will? What did they fix?
Well, they got a quarterback too. They had Caleb.
No, the quarterback
Williams
was there before Ben Johnson got there. Caleb Williams was the year before. So what did he do when he came in? He fixed the offensive line. And where did he get him from? He fleeced two guys from the Kansas City Chiefs. Why are the Chiefs so bad this year? Because their offensive line is a little weaker because they lost two guys. So tell me it takes skill players to
No.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general, like some people are like,
I'm just telling you. So here's the thing. right? And I'm going to tell you like this. You have to look at position of need in the draft and what is the guy that you have higher seated on the board. If you have and for me, if you do it this year, for me, quarterback is not the year to do it. I know a lot of people are enamored
27.
with the kid from Indiana. I know that like stuff like that, but Mendoza won't survive this type of freaking beatdown. Mendoza is a great kid, but the mentality that it takes to develop under this type of duress is incredible. And then with Chip Kelly being your offensive coordinator, who Chip Kelly is not known as a guy that like treats people right, that doesn't develop, it's a lose-lose situation. So in my opinion, I'm with you, Jeff. I think next year, if we're looking at them, we have to address the offensive line because at the number 4 pick, if we take Mendoza and Mendoza ends up having even some sort of chance of starting next year, he will be demoralized by the end of the season. He will be in the same situation as Geno Smith, getting booed, being told that he sucks, and that we need another quarterback.
And you're going to kill a kid's confidence. There's a rookie that's just going to ruin it for the rest of his career.
100%.
Like Raider Paul keeps pushing, like, oh no, Mendoza's the guy. Mendoza's the guy. I'm like, he goes, and then you get, then we'll go free agency for the offensive lineman. I said, do you honestly trust this regime to go into free agency and pull offensive line? Look what they did this year. They didn't do jack shit. They brought
we didn't do jack shit.
He was going to be a help. Okay. So no, you can't take that chance in free agency. Because there's a good chance we finish with the number 2 pick here. If we finish with the number 2 pick, that's an extremely valuable pick that you can move back in. You could even possibly get a first rounder in the 27 draft with that second pick in the first round. So you move back further in the first round, you gain an additional second round pick, okay, and you get a 27 first round pick. And then you could take that second round extra pick and the third rounder that we have that extra pick, and you could probably jump back into the tail end of the first round. So you could pull off and get the top offensive lineman that's available when you pick first in the first round, and then you might be able to grab your quarterback if you want a quarterback that bad, or you go for another position of need, whether it's another offensive lineman or if it's a corner or a defensive end, whatever you suggest at that point. But you got to do something with the offensive line and not rely on free agency. You can't rely on free agency.
And well, that's the thing. We drafted 2 guys in the 3rd round, which we still haven't fucking played because they have bad practices. This is where,
and you'll never know how good they're going to be if we don't get them out
and this is how inept this fucking coaching staff is. That they're the ones that need to coach these guys up. They're fucking rookies. What do you expect? They're going to make mistakes. This is where you want to make your mistakes. In a 100%. Fucking practice. It's practice.
We're 2-9. We ain't winning shit. Evaluation of the players on your roster from here on out to the end of the season. I'll say that till I'm blue in the face. I've already said it multiple times this week on different shows. If those 2 guys are not playing in the next couple of weeks, then why do we even bother wasting 3rd round picks on them? Why do we even bother?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Why did we waste a pick on Betch at number 2 as a wide receiver when we're not even getting them out there enough to even use them?
Target a game. 1 target a game.
That's pathetic.
1 target a game.
You bring a guy in like Lockett, and Lockett's leading in targets. He shouldn't be the leading target getter. It should be your rookies. Get them the goddamn ball. Get them time out there. Why are we wasting time with a 30-something-year-old wide receiver that ain't going to be here next year?
Yeah,
he won't be here next year.
Because we're stupid.
Yeah.
That's why. Because Chip Kelly and Pete come out and say, oh, we're here to win right now. And we're not winning right now. And I don't give a shit if they're going to tell me that we're going to win out the rest of the season, because guess what? We're still going to go nowhere.
Yep.
We're still going to be at the bottom of the barrel. So, again, look, we drafted Ashton Genty at 6. We keep talking about how limited touches he has, Why are we not giving him the ball to run the rock? We're talking Jack Besh. Jack Besh is barely in the game. The only time he's in the game is to get a holding call versus the Broncos and get a 30-yard run called back. Hey, why are the rookies not playing on the offensive line when Will Putnam is getting worked like a freaking cheap whore on the freaking Figueroa Street down in LA? I'd be like, hey, why is freaking Jordan Meredith out there when he's getting worked? Why do you move Jordan Meredith to right guard when you got the Remington Award winner sitting now that is injured that could have been playing center for you the whole year? That's the best position, again, in college football. He's the best in the country. And then you are going to tell me that because your son, who ain't done shit in the NFL, comes and tells you, hey, and guess what, guys? Where are we struggling? Run game coordinator, offensive line coach. Where are all the issues on the offense? Yep, let's call a spade a spade. Offensive line. And Pete Carroll, don't come out telling me that the defense didn't put you in enough good spots.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Let's cut
That is
shit.
the most asinine excuse that I've ever heard. Talk about throwing a whole what do you call it?
Throw your bitch ass son under the bus.
Well, yeah,
Throw both your boys
throw
down there
your
because
bus,
guess what?
Don't throw the defensive unit under the bus.
Bro, the only thing holding somewhat of a remnants of the Raiders right now is the defense. Special teams, tell me, what do? Nothing. We've had the best special team. Bro, we've had the best special teams for years. And now we suck even in special teams.
Except for our punter.
Yeah, and guess what?
I give AJ Cole all the credit in the world. He's still the best punter out there. So
no, 100%. And I'm going to ask you this, Jeff.
But
where are all the issues on special teams?
Punter.
Hey, the biggest issues on special teams were blocking for the field goals when we get clear blocks. And guess what? When AJ Cole gets his punch blocked on kickoff, it doesn't even look like we know how to tackle.
Our return team and our coverage teams are not the greatest either.
And that's where you should put rookies. We should see a whole bunch of rookies getting reps right there. Flying down the field, using their youth and exuberance to get down there and make a play for the team and try to make an impact. But do we do that? No. We don't do that. And that's the hardest thing with this team. This coaching staff doesn't understand that we are not in the position to win games right now. We are building for the future. These guys that are building for the future need reps in order to develop, and we need to stop talking about
we
practice.
need to see what they have. We need to see what if they're coachable, if this is something that they could be a potential starter, the rotational guys, all this stuff matters. You can even go into the guys that we brought in free agency, some of the guys that we haven't utilized a lot, right? You can see what potential that they have. We don't know until you play them. I mean, this is a time where you do all that. My thing is this: look, we're number 4 right now. We might get up to number 2, like what Jeff said. I don't know about Mendoza. That's not, he's good. I like Ty Simpson. That's another guy. For me, I'm biased. I like Diego Pavia. That would be a good addition for us, but he's a local guy for me. Whatever. I digress. But the point being, whoever it is, like, how can we trust the regime to develop a guy like that? And will they even go for a guy like that for a starting caliber quarterback? That's what we were saying earlier. Is like, I don't know if this regime would even think about quarterback. I really don't. They might go on a flyer and like fucking pick, like, I don't know, a punter for the first round pick. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, this regime has been so squirrely and very unpredictable that we don't know this type of shit that they're gonna go ahead and make, right? John Spytek is smart. He drafts decent, but we don't know the outcome of those drafts. We know what Tom Telesco draft picks are because we have JPJ, we have Brock Bowers, we have Blaze. They've all those 3 guys hit, but we don't know what Jack Best necessarily is. I think Dante Thornton, we can already start scratching him up to that category where this guy might be a rotational piece. Pegues, he might be another guy who might be a rotational piece, but I don't think he's got enough burn yet. The alignment, we don't know what they are yet. So it's all that shit that we just can't evaluate. We can't make a fair assessment on John Spytek's performance. Free agency, I don't think that was Spytek. I think that looks like all Pete's name on that shit. A lot of it is Pete's guys. Blockett, Jamal Adams. Who else did we go out and get from Seattle?
Chen. Well, from Seattle.
No,
Jeremy
not Chen.
Chin's another guy brought in. Forsythe came from Seattle.
Forsythe came from Seattle. So some of these free agency guys are Pete's guys. Are Pete's guys. So how much do you put that on Spytek, right? So
well, even Kappa would be a Spytek brain.
That's a Spytek. But aside from him, who else would you put that? Gino, 100% Pete's guy. And I know that was a hard. I'm pretty sure that was a pretty good sell that Pete had to do.
I'll just tell it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, tell me like this.
I think they told Pete no at first, and then he was like, "Well, he's available. He's going to be cheap." And we just lost Jacoby. He'd be like another like complimentary, whatever the way he spun it, and that's why they went out and like got him. But that's 100% Pete's guy.
Oh God, yeah.
100%.
I'm tired, man. And look, man, I'm tired of seeing 34-year-olds that should be retired out there getting reps while these young men sit there on the bench and rot. I already saw what they could do. I already saw that Jamal Adams is older now. He's not the same guy. I see that Tyler Lockett is in no way, shape, or form a number one wide receiver. Should probably be some slot guy that comes in on limited reps. So why in the hell do we continue to let the rookies sit? Dylan Forsythe, I know he sucks.
I agree,
Tim. I know he can't do it. Why can't we put somebody else in? Why is Will Putnam in? Why are the rookies not getting any burn to show me what they got? Because you keep telling Raider Nation a bunch of lies, first of all. And that's why Raider Nation's pissed off. Because Pete Carroll has been consistently lying to us because it's consistently telling me one thing and doing another.
About that move. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at that move. I feel like signing Kyler Murray is a total Raider move, for sure. 100%. Not that I want Kyler Murray, but it would be a total Raider move, for sure.
We're not even ready for Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Did you guys give a shout out to a certain defensive player that I think the last 2 weeks since he's been given the starting spot has been doing pretty decent?
Snowden?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came up with the big pick earlier today too.
Snowden's been playing pretty damn good coming out.
He's been playing with effort, bro. Yeah, that's effort.
You're seeing from him what we should have been seeing from Kuntz all season. So Snowden's been playing with a higher level than what Kuntz can. Like you saw Kuntz drop back into coverage every now and then, but not as much as Snowden. He did a lot today where he dropped back into coverage. And he had a decent game today. He was probably one of the lone bright spots in that defense outside of probably Max, obviously. But he had a really good game. I'll give him credit. Give him credit where credit is due. That, he did a hell of a job out there, I think. Yeah. Just some extra help on the defense would have been nice,
Yeah.
A second level, man. Our secondary is awful.
Yeah, our secondary is pretty bad. But we knew this going into it. And it wasn't like if they can get by time, and they'll be able to go ahead and shred our secondary. Shout out to almost 200 people in the building. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button on all these channels. My guy, Will Silver and Black Radio Podcast. My guy, Jeff, 401_Raider_Jeff. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap into that one. And obviously my channel, Just Raiders, baby. With 2 A's on that motherfucker. You get the Raider. Hold on, dog. I got to do this shit right. Hold on. Let me do this thing.
Go back.
There you go. We're
so deep.
15. I'm still doing the damn Raider.
I don't know why I don't know about that one. The Woodson one just seems weak. I don't know why.
I don't know. That was the closest one.
I don't know if it was just the emotion in his voice because it was his final game. It was in Oakland, even though we lost.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we won that one, I think.
I don't remember. I think so.
I think we did.
I don't remember
Yeah,
much
I
right
think
now. Yeah,
forget now.
Gino or Jamarcus, neither. I pick neither. I pick
At this
who's
rate,
our
at least we won games when Jamarcus was the quarterback. He won games.
I pick fucking Genty as our quarterback.
He didn't know the
I,
play.
I got Jeff.
Wildcat the
I
whole
got
day,
Jeff Garcia. I think Jeff
Right.
Garcia. Can we call him? Is he available?
We'll get Carson Palmer back in this bitch. There you go.
Oh, bro.
Old school SC. Old school SC. There
I'm
you go.
down.
I'm sure he can still throw it pretty damn
I'm
good.
sure. Hey, man, let's get him signed up.
There you go. I know. Surprisingly, I haven't heard the car thing yet.
Oh, JMP, you're going to the Philly game? I'll be there for that. I will definitely. I'm going to be in Philly, so it's only like a little over a 4-hour ride for me. I'm coming down from Rhode Island, so I'll be there. Be at that game.
There you go. There you go. That's what's up. That's what's up for sure.
Hit me up. I got all the information on the pregame party, the Friday night meetup. I'll have the. Hopefully, we'll know where in the tailgate we're going to be. We're in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I knew it was only a matter of
No,
time.
no, hell no. Don't hit me with this. I had to put my glasses on to make sure that I read this correctly. Hey, what the heck
He
is
did play a better game than Gino, bro. He did play a better game than Gino.
I don't give a shit, but to say that we should have drafted him, we should have drafted him because he played a better game.
Him like 3 times over, bro, and we did not.
Bro, no.
He would have played better than Gino for sure.
No.
Jay already knows my stance on Gino, so
yeah,
I'm right over there with Will going no.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Shador played better than fucking Gino, bro.
Behind this
1 week of practice,
line.
How do you get like 1 week of practice and you outplay the fucking opposing quarterbacks? Because
you're playing the Raiders defense.
You had all season long to go ahead and like practice. You get starting reps, and this kid comes out and outplays you, and he didn't even do anything. He didn't even do anything. That's a sad part, bro.
Tampa Bay, then.
That's a sad
Why
part.
are you talking about that? No, bro, no. Jay, we're gonna have a debate on that one. We're gonna have to have a debate because I'm gonna tell you like this. Hey,
tomato, bro. Like with this regime, like
it'd
we
be
still
bad.
would have seen Shador, bro. They probably would have put him on the practice squad either way, dog. It doesn't even matter. They have Cam Miller there for God's sake. Shout out to Bueno. He says Snowden will start playing good consistently, and then the NFL will suspend him for the DUI he got back just to fuck us even more over. Facts, bro. This guy would be like MVP caliber, and they'll be like, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and
who's this backup for Tampa Bay? Because I just watched him throw a couple of passes. The guy doesn't look like he plays quarterback all the time. I don't know who the hell he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
He didn't look good, but he looked better than Gino.
Should have drafted a lineman instead of Genty. Yeah, bro. We could have gotten Judkins. We could have gotten Omarion, and we probably got the same effect, the same stats, bro. I don't think it would have been that much of a difference, you know.
Exactly. And I'm with you, Jay. And I think like this: even if we would have drafted an O lineman, are you really going to trust Brandon Carroll to develop him, or he'd probably be so deep on the bench that you wouldn't even find him?
Who just said that about blowing up the team? Who was that? Because I agree with that.
Oh, that's unfazed. He said they got to blow up this team bullshit from top to bottom. I get it, bro. I think the only to like just answer that comment, I think Spytech will be the only one that be unscathed at this point.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead. My bad.
I said Spytech will like at this point I don't know what Spytech has done to like make me doubt his inability to go ahead and really put a team together, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like this free agency has a lot of Pete's name on it. There's a lot of Pete's guys.
100. Yep.
Can't put that on Spytech too much, you know. The only thing I could put on him is that he just needs to take control of this roster. But it's like I understand the position because you're dealing with a guy like Pete, who's accomplished, who's done at the highest levels, Hall of Fame type guy. It's hard to do that. You're kind of in a fucking barrel, and it sucks. And that's where Mark and Tom have to come in and put their fucking foot down and be like, look, you need to fucking follow John's lead. If not,
They
this
need
might
a
not
good
be.
cop, bad cop. Pete's the good cop. You need the bad cop. You need somebody to come in and just strike the fear in these players and the other coaches,
Right.
and just something to just strike a match to get it going.
So
I did want to say one thing. Did you notice after Genty scored that touchdown, did you see the image they put up on the TV of him sitting on the bench after the fact?
No.
You didn't see what he looked like? Dude,
No.
he didn't celebrate. So he basically
Uh-huh.
scored the touchdown, ran right back to the sidelines. And they show him sitting there. He's sitting next to a coach. He looks fucking pissed. He looks like he doesn't even want to be there. Like he is so disgusted.
Welcome to the Raiders, Ashton.
But the downside is that's a rookie. That's your rookie running back. And this is how this guy feels right now. You can just read it in his face that he just does not want to be there. He's not happy. He's getting abused. He's wasting his talent right now with this team. I'm sorry. He's not wasting his talent. We as the organization and as the coaches, they're wasting his talent. Because you're
got hurt earlier.
You're sending him out there play after play to put his body on the line, to abuse his body for what? When you can't actually give him the space to do what he needs to do, but yet then you got some in the fan base that bust his balls for it, saying that he's a bust. He's not a bust. He doesn't do everything right. He does make mistakes. It's going to happen. But you cannot blame him for when he gets the ball from Gino, if there's a defender in his face already, that's not on him. You can't blame him for that. That's the problem with the coaching and not fixing the offensive line.
And that's a wrong way to think about it. Like Mark Davis, and hearing that, if that's true, Mark Davis needs to like shut the fuck up and stay in his lane, and let the organization, coach. So like GM is GM, right? GM is manage, coach is coach. That's all they need to fucking do, right? The coach can go ahead and put guys where he feels they're going to be best, but at a point where this team is just being severely mismanaged and they can't get this thing in a positive direction, then this is where the GM has to step in and say, you know what you guys are doing isn't working. We need to go ahead and do something else. And Spytek is not a dumb dude. He's played the game. He didn't play at the highest level, which is the NFL, but he played at the college level. He played at Michigan. So this guy knows football. This guy's a fucking GM. He's assistant GM. He helped to go ahead and bring Tom over, right? He drafted a lot of the guys in Tampa. So he has experience in doing this shit. So you need to let him do his thing. This is where Tom comes. This is where Mark needs to listen to Tom. Be like, look, bro, just need to shut the fuck up. If you have a question, ask me, and then I'll ask John. That's the way it should go. There's no order to this. They're just letting fucking Pete. They're just letting the crazy people run the asylum, bro. And that's Pete and Chip, bro. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
We're still dealing with the ramifications from McDumdum. Yeah. We really are. We're still
to a certain extent.
We're still in that 5-year.
No, I'd be like
behind
Jeff,
by him when he was here.
I'm so tired, though. I'm so tired of going back to blaming the same old thing.
Yeah, but he took the team and destroyed the team. Some of those guys that he got rid of would still be here. That's the whole point. He took a team that was a playoff team and dismantled it.
But Jeff,
he ran the wheels off of Josh Jacobs his first year here as the head coach. And then really used him the year after and then let him go.
100%. But Jeff, let me hit you with this. We have drafted rookies that we're not even playing with this regime. We're not adjusting to certain things. And I'm going to put it like this. This regime, the way that it has started, it's like the left hand doesn't talk to the right hand and the head doesn't talk to neither of the hands, right? Because we have a GM.
So the right hand know what the left hand is doing.
Exactly. We have a GM that's, hey, he's drafting for the future. He's looking at guys. He's saying this is future. We have a head coach saying that we're going to win right now and we're going to run the football and play good defense. We have an offensive coordinator that thinks he's Eric Coryell and is going to throw it 48 times a game plus and use Geno Smith like Dan Fouts. But we really got Uncle Rico back there throwing the ball over the moon. to the other team. So that's the whole dysfunction with this team. And when it starts from the top, I get what Jay is saying. Man, we need Spy Tech to come down and just lay the hammer. But the thing is, we need a clear vision.
Yeah.
We need a clear vision to say, this is what we're doing. And I'm tired of Pete Carroll saying, oh, we got to win right now. I don't give a fuck that you're 73.
Yeah.
That's your
Not our
problem.
problem. Yeah, that's not our problem. He doesn't.
You're destroying our team because you're 73 years old, because you don't want to see these guys in the future. It's like this. Jay is an upcoming content creator for the Raiders, right? And us just going and saying, hey, Jay, bro, just take down your show. You'll be fine. No, you don't do that. You let your guys play. You let your gazelles run. You let your lions roar. And we are not doing that, man. Yeah. No, you go like that. Yeah.
I'm addressing to comment. Shout out to Mike Rostown. He says, Kappa Clean Center tells ya a lot about Pete. He doesn't know what he's doing. I'd rather play his guys that plays for the Shield.
Yes.
Facts, bro. You could tell that's a total like, we're gonna go ahead and try this thing all of a sudden in week 12 and see if it works. Right? And that's the shit that fucking gets me. And all these moves now, these latest moves have been happening since JPJ has been out and out. How coincidental that we're trying new shit, that Raider Nation and all the content creators, everybody in fucking media has been screaming and fucking literally screaming, saying like, you need to go ahead and play these guys. You need to play like Richard Incognito, the guy who's a Remington Award winner, or best center in college football. You put him at guard, right? And I know what you said, Jeff, like, oh, because he can't read the blitzes and the defenses. Well, that's a coachable thing. That's a coachable opportunity. That's where you, as the coach, step in. Like, we need to go through these. We need to watch film. We're going to go ahead and learn this shit, right? But they're not doing that.
He didn't have that problem last year.
He didn't have that problem last year. Exactly. What a coincidence. But that's still a coachable thing.
No, exactly. It's because you can't coach it, because we have inadequate people in those positions, and we put people that are inadequate. And guess what? This is what we're getting. We're getting pathetic results, and then we're not holding them accountable. We're blaming other people. We're passing the blame around, but except because what? Because they're playing daddy ball. Yeah. Fucking Raiders are playing fucking daddy ball in the pros. In the fucking pros. Because you can't hold your son accountable, get the fuck out of here. This is the problem. Accountability.
Marcus Russell's in the chat.
Oh, today was rough. I know, bro.
Marcus, I wish you were back with us, baby. Right now, I would take you back. You're non-video watching ass. I would take you back, because Gino's watching video and he's still not doing a damn thing.
Did you ever in your lifetime think that someone in Raider Nation would sit there and say, we want Russell back?
I still don't. I'm like, fuck that.
Hey,
if I did and they were standing next to him and they said, I'd probably punch him in their arm. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Shut up.
What are you doing?
The best thing is where I saw a video and the guy was like, somebody was like, I'm a Raiders, like it says like you're a super fan or something like that, or a diehard. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, Jamarcus Russell, I wish we had him back. The guy could throw 70 yards off his knees. I was like, you fucking
the only reason we drafted him right there. Yeah, James Turner, I agree. Fire everybody, man.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's like, and that's the thing. It's like it's almost like this team, this coaching is so bad that they're forcing us into this position. Like, are you really going to go ahead, really sit there and say, we're ready to do this again next year, run it back for the same result next year? It's like, fuck.
Hey, I'm hearing reports that Chip Kelly just got fired.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to check it right now. Hold on. Let's see. If we do, we're going to break it. If we have it, let me know. I haven't.
Wait.
I think it's wishful thinking. I don't think it's going to happen. Let me see. Hold on. Talks amongst yourselves.
Oh, yes,
No, I don't think. No. Wait.
No, I just see that right now. Ian Rappaport,
No.
first special teams coordinator,
Hold
Con
on.
McManamon. Now OC Chip Kelly, a disastrous season. Sources are telling
Hold
them
on.
that Chip Kelly had been fired, saying goodbye to another coordinator.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. No,
All right,
I
Jay,
got it.
break it, baby.
I got it. I got it. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Breaking news.
Hold on. All right, and this
News.
is funny. We don't get to break news here.
No, we don't.
Not really on a post game reaction show, but it's befitting. Breaking news, y'all.
News. Let's go.
It has happened. Chip Kelly has been fired from the Las Vegas Raiders. Per Ian Rappaport, he says, first special teams coordinator Todd McMahon, now the offensive coordinator Chip Kelly, a disastrous season. Ian Rappaport saying that the Raiders have fired Chip Kelly, saying goodbye to another offensive coordinator. Hey,
Remember, you heard it here first, folks.
there you
Yes,
go.
sir.
We were live. This literally happened
Raiders.
a minute ago. This is a minute ago. There's a time
Coming in
stamp. This is
hot.
a minute ago. So it literally just dropped by Ian Rappaport. This is fucking crazy. It's time. $6 million fucking dollars a year. $6 million a year. And this is the type of product we get. 10 fucking points. Where we're ranked. Let me put the stat up real quick. And I'm pretty sure you saw this yesterday, Jeff. If you tapped into Good Morning Raiders, we're ranked 30th in red zone scoring, 46.5% compared to last year, 48.9%. Average points per game before this game, and this is before this game, 15.5 points to 18 points per game last year. $6 million we're paying this fucking man. I don't even know, hopefully glad that this doesn't go against the cap.
Michael, Chip Kelly just got fired. But here's my kickback on this now. Who the fuck takes over for him, and is it going to be any better?
It might be Philbin. It might be Philbin who.
If it's Philbin involved, I might be okay with it. But until
Let's
that
run
next
it with
game,
Philbin.
let's see what happens. But this is just another line, another issue along that long line this season of disasters. Because I know everybody wanted him fired, but now it's like, what direction do we go in now? Are we showing now that this season's a complete loss now? Is Pete Carroll's tone going to change when he comes out and speaks next time on this? Is he going to be, a little bit more forthcoming with information on, we're not that good. Like, he hasn't said that. And most coaches will say that. Honest coaches will say, we're not good. You haven't heard him say that at all this season. And we're horrible. Yeah. He's never come out and said, we're not a good team. We need to work on getting better and learning the basics. Never heard him say that either. I've never heard any coach in this team come out and say, we need to work on the basics. That's right. They got Greg.
Yeah, I forgot. David's right. I forgot about Greg Olsen. Right. So Greg Olsen could be OC. Could be the line coach. But it's still Pete calling the shots. That has not changed. Pete is still here. So it's up to him who's going to go ahead and put on the helm. I doubt it's going to be Spytek might have some input on it, but it ultimately is going to be Pete.
I forgot Olsen was there. And it's funny because they showed him sitting on the sideline today, Olsen, next to Gino. And one of the guys in my chapter, Will, you might have met him, this guy, Leo. He goes, is that Olsen? I said, yeah. He goes, I didn't even know he was on the team. I said, yeah, he's the quarterback's coach. He goes, why don't we give him a shot at OC? And I forgot. Now this makes sense. If they're getting rid of him, maybe he does move up to the OC as an interim OC until the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe things will be different. Who knows?
Right now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm throwing the party, baby. Thank you, Jesus.
Hold on. Let me make this official here. Chip Kelly, you walk the plank, sir.
He walks the plank. The plank!
You have been fired, my friend. You are no longer even a factor in our team. Good fucking riddance. Some of this fucking play calling has been ass. It has been literally fucking ass. We do. Getting safety on Monday night should have been the fucking deal breaker. Should have been the thing that got us. This should have happened Tuesday or Monday night. Safety, we got safety at our own house, trying to run the ball from the 2 fucking yard line. When even Troy Aikman's like, this would be a good opportunity to do a play action fake, and we can't fucking like get out of our own end zone. It's this is the type of shit that we've been dealing all year long, and finally we get to go ahead and put this motherfucker out to pasture and say goodbye to him. Chip Kelly, you have walked the plank, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You're the weakest link.
You're the weakest link. Yeah. So if you guys are just tuning in, Chip Kelly did get fired. This just broke from Ian Rappaport just a few minutes ago, dropping it. Raiders parting ways from offensive coordinator Chip Kelly. First, you got Todd McMahon that got fired a few weeks ago. Now Chip Kelly, especially after 2 back-to-back poor performances where we're struggling offensively, unable to go ahead and score from the red zone. Raiders officially parting ways from Chip Kelly. Let everybody in the chat, let us know what you guys think. How you guys feeling about this move? You guys for this move? Are you guys against this move? Are you guys saying that this should have happened weeks ago, or are you glad it's just finally happening now? Let us know your opinion. Appreciate everyone who's pulled up. We finally got to break some breaking news. Didn't think it was going to happen. But my question is this. I'm going to ask you guys this question. Do you think this is the end of it? Do you think we're gonna eventually see Pete get clipped too? Do you think that would happen? Because I know now that's on everybody's minds now. Do you think that's happened to Pete?
How about let Jeff go first?
Do I think Pete gets fired? I think he's here for the rest of the season. I don't think he goes anywhere the rest of the season. I seriously think that Pete Carroll's here to the end, and they come to an agreement at the end of the season where, out of respect to him and what he's done in his career, they talk him into wink, wink, retiring or we fire you type of thing. And I think that's the best way for both to save face. We don't come off as the asshole team that fired another goddamn head coach. You know, this coach decided that he's going to retire and go off into the sunset. We strike a deal with him. We pay him off. And then we bring in who we want at that point. Somebody younger, somebody that can be here long-term to develop a young quarterback. Because let's face it, Pete Carroll's not going to develop a quarterback. It's not going to happen.
No.
He's not going to be here long enough to have.
I don't think he even has an interest of doing that, to be honest with you.
No, he's never has done that. I mean, the only reason he started Russell Wilson was because he was better than what he had. You know, that's the only reason. But he's not going to be here because here you're going to have to develop a quarterback because we need that. Okay, he's not here long term to do it. So I think he's done after this season. But I don't think we come right out and fire him. We allow him to retire.
Yeah, either retire or put him in the advisory role. You gotta take him out of the game. I know, but if you want to save, this is the thing: if you want to save face, if you're trying to save face, because that's your end goal, right? So if he doesn't want to retire, but he still wants to be a part of the team, then you put him in that advisory role until he gets to that point. Like, you know what? I have better shit to do with my time. I think I'm going to go ahead and retire, right? But you have somebody else calling the reins, or you just have him there as a de facto, like you have him there as a mascot coach, but you have like somebody else, like let's say, for example, we get in Mike LaFleur. Mike LaFleur is the next offensive coordinator, and he's really the de facto coach. But you just have Pete as his puppet fucking coach that you know, for all intents and purposes, is calling shots, but he's really not. You know, that's another possibility that could happen as well. So Raiders can go with it different ways. Would them firing Pete be completely out of the loop? No, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they pull that move. I wouldn't agree with it because obviously it looks bad, and then two, it's fucking Pete Carroll. You gotta send that motherfucker out with some grace. That's a guy that you don't do dirty like that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do some shit like that. You know, if he fucks up and mouths off and rubs somebody the wrong way, Tom or Mark, it might just happen that way. It might happen like the Antonio Pierce thing where they let him get up on the podium and then like they give him this fucking last check. Call him in the office, let him give him his last check,
Yep.
send him on his way. Tom, thank you for everything you've done, but your time here is done. That's it.
Yeah,
The
you off.
experiment's
I
over.
agree with you too. Fine, repeat. It is justified to let him go. I think out of respect of what he's done in his career, you give him a little because that'll. I mean his career is already tainted after this season anyway. But why make it worse for the guy?
Right.
You know?
Right. For
I mean,
sure.
I-
100%.
Let me hit you guys with this. Okay. The reason I think that Pete Carroll will stay on as a head coach till the end is because right now we're a ship without a rudder. In order for us to like fire Pete Carroll, we'd have to bring in somebody that could take over that head coaching position. And unless you guys are looking at Patrick Graham taking over as the interim head coach, hold on.
It probably would be.
But I'd be like, that's probably what
It
you're
probably would
looking
be
at.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably would
They
be
would-
him if you're gonna go ahead and part ways with Pete like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna can him like at this point in juncture. You're gonna have to go with Patrick Graham. Give him his opportunity to go ahead and at least get that under his belt. Like, and then
Right.
if he does a decent job, then maybe that's a
yeah, but I
guy
don't
that
think
you
Pete's
bring back
gonna
for an
get let
interview.
go in the middle of the season. I think if anything, it's at the
No,
end.
I don't think so
No.
either.
And you guys are correct. I agree with you. I think that, but it depends on how bad it is, right? Because right now it's bad.
I agree
Now
with that.
now we just lost our offensive coordinator and it's bad. Now I think Greg Olson and I think Joe Philbin will make adjustments and they will, try to put players in the best positions, try to get those adjustments done. But until Brendan Carroll, gets out of the way as the offensive line coach and really either or turns up, we're going to have the same problems with the offensive line, correct? So at the end of the day, if this continues to get worse, if we go into game 15, I could see Pete Carroll being released. And be like, hey, you know what? Thank you so much. We appreciate what you've done. We get that you have this great track record, but here you did not come in here and do a damn thing.
Yeah, 100%. I like this question from TK. He said, if Pete is fired this offseason, who comes in for head coach? You have a slew of guys that could come in for head coaching opportunities. The thing is this, right? You have the argument like if you fired Pete, you fired Chip. Who the fuck is going to want to come and coach here, right? You're not going to have a lot of people who's going to be really enthused to come and coach here because if you have a dog shit of a season like you are having now, don't expect to have a job, right? But this is where the money comes. This is where Mark is going to have to go. Unfortunately, Mark is going to have to go ahead, dig deep in his pockets, and literally go ahead and throw bags at these motherfuckers that come and coach. Now, make it smart, make it work. Where if you're giving a 3-year contract, 4-year contract, 5-year contract, make the first 2-3 years guaranteed. Don't pay these guys. Don't do a Gruden deal where you're doing 10 years for $100 million. Like that's kind of fucking dumb, right? Especially on a newer coach, a younger inexperienced coach. This is the thing where you might have to go ahead and test it out for like 5 years, and you can get out of it in the second year if it doesn't work out, or third year if it doesn't work out. But honestly, to answer your question, I think that comes to mind. We talked about Chris Shula being one guy. For me, I like guys like Matt LaFleur might be in the hot seat, so he might not be in Green Bay. If that guy becomes available, let's interview him for sure. This is the one that may not be popular. Mike McCarthy might be another guy we bring in for an interview to see about that guy possibly coming in as well. And I think with him, his dysfunction was with Jerry Jones, not necessarily with him coaching. I think he just couldn't get some shit done because of Jerry, right? So he comes to a different organization like this where you have a guy like Spy Tech, you got to have like Tom that are here to support you. You might be able to go ahead and actually get some shit done, right? Mike LaFleur probably another guy that's Matt's younger brother. That's another guy that I like. I like him more for an offensive coordinator. Spags, you know, we're gonna interview Todd Monken as well. That didn't happen. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. But there's a couple of guys out there that can go ahead and go ahead. And
Before we go into talking about who we think is going to be hired, because obviously it won't be until after the season. So whoever
right.
takes over is going to take over for the rest of the season.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Okay.
Shake it more than once. You're playing with it.
Yeah.
There's a. I want you to bring up something in the chat. Bill M's post at 10:57. I wouldn't be surprised if Genty and the way he feels had something to do with this. If you saw Genty's face after that touchdown run, and this is after scoring a touchdown, he looked like he saw a ghost. Like he was just, you could just see it in him. Okay. And that's again after he scores a touchdown and becomes the leading rookie this season in touchdowns, because that was his 8th one on the season. All right. And the other thing too is now I'm questioning if whoever takes over as the interim OC, obviously they're not going to go with Chip's playbook. More than likely they're going to go with something different. I think they're going to go extremely basic.
Oh yeah.
They're going to go definitely basic. And now I wouldn't be surprised if now, does this mean that whoever takes over has a set of balls and tells Pete, like, we need to seriously consider, taking Gino out of the equation in this, but then that means we're putting AOC 12 in there.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. He's a young quarterback. He's been through so much bullshit through his career.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're going to put him back into a similar situation again with an inept offensive line in front of him. So do you stick it out with Gino now, or do you try and make the change as the new interim OC coming in here? So what do you do at that point? Because that's a sticky situation.
That is a sticky. You have a great point, bro. I honestly think you might have to go ahead and go away from Gino. But you might have to go away from Gino. But this is we go back to Pete is still in control. That part is not going to change. Pete will always veto that part. He'll say, you know what, we're going to ride with Gino. And so how much power are you going to go ahead and give your offensive coordinator? I don't think you can give him a whole lot of power, to be honest.
Accelerated. Chip Kelly got fired. He just came in. He goes, I missed something. What happened?
Hot take. Hot news. News.
See, that's what happens when you leave. Don't leave.
Yeah,
you gotta be
that's
here.
why you don't leave shows.
That's why you don't leave the show, Accelerator.
Yeah. See, yeah. He's like, what did I miss? What's the breaking? Yeah. That's a breaking news.
Yeah. 20 minutes too late.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. And that's a great point. I think if Pete wasn't here, then that would be more of a question that will be on the forefront. But I think because Pete is so in control, I think that might be raised. But I think Pete's gonna be like, no, we're still gonna run with Gino. I think he needs whatever fucking reason he's gonna go ahead and provide for him to start, and he's gonna just kind of pull rank type of shit. Like, I know Gino can do it. I know Gino can do it. He's done it before. Trust me. Blah blah blah.
No, Lou, and I get that. That's why I said, do you now, as the interim OC, do you make a push to do a QB switch here at this point, or do you just go with what you got? Because if you put AOC back out there with this situation with this team, it's just like every situation he's been stuck in the past 2 years since he's been here. He's always been in shitty situations, and this is just another reason for people to say, well, he sucks. Well, how bad can it get? It's worse. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you like this. So what we do is actually evaluate the talent and see the play calling that we're doing, see if it's actually conducive to the way that we play. That's the first thing you do. And I think Greg Olson is going to do a great job if he becomes the OC. He's known as a quarterback developer. He knows how to help the quarterback when they are struggling. And we're not going to play this whole game where everything is either going to go vertical or horizontal. We're going to use the intermediate or the intermediate game. We're going to use different formations. We're going to see Michael Mayer line up and actually probably get the football. Guys,
That's
Michael
if Mike
Mayer has
Mayer.
disappeared.
That's if Mike Mayer comes back, bro. And then that's the thing that we didn't talk about. Mike Mayer did get injured during this game. He went out with an ankle injury and he didn't return. So hopefully it's a minor tweak and he's able to go ahead and come back next Sunday versus the Chargers in LA. But that's gonna be we'll see type of week. Like it just depends how bad it is. We didn't think JPJ ankles was bad, and then fuck that. I see him on that little tricycle with the cast on. I'm like, God, man, Jesus,
Hey,
that's terrible.
you know what, man? I want to send this huge shout out to my wife for this tomato soup because I'm re-energized now. This whole Chip
There you
Kelly
go.
news, I got some good food. I got everything. Man, I'm now I'm energized.
Yeah,
Now I got some
I need
juice.
to eat too. I need to eat pretty soon for sure.
Bro,
Shout out to Ja. He says I trusted Greg Olson more than Chip and the flips because Greg knows how to use tight ends and run the ball. Facts, bro.
mhm.
Facts.
So
Hopefully, go ahead.
I looked up Olson's coaching career here. So from 06 to 07, he was the OC for the Rams, St. Louis Rams at that. 08 to 11, he was the Bucks QB coach and OC. 2012, he was the assistant head coach and QB coach for the Jaguars. 2013 was his first stint with us as the OC. Then 15 to 16 with the Jaguars again as OC. 17 with the Rams for QB coach. Then 2018 to 2021 when Gruden came back as the OC.
Dude,
And
Tim,
then
man.
he's got nothing from 21 until this year when he came back with us. I don't see he was doing anything during those years. It doesn't show anything. Looks like from 21 until 2025 he wasn't coaching anywhere.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Mhm.
So I mean he has been OC for us twice. He got fired after the 2014 season. Who was coach then? Was he the OC during shit, who was the head coach during the 13-14 season? Was that
I don't remember.
I forget now. Huh.
The
I
Raiders
don't
head
remember
coach
now.
during what 2014, 13,
Yeah,
14.
it says 2013 from 2013 to 2014 he was our OC, but he got fired after the 2014 season.
Mm-hmm. 2013. Let's see. It was Dennis Allen.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Dennis Allen was running. There you go. Sierra Dell got it. Dennis Allen.
All I gotta say, it's gonna be better than whatever Chip Kelly was doing.
Yeah.
Because 6 points a game, 7 points
2014
a
was
game,
Spagnuolo.
not cutting it for $6 million a year.
Yes, Pagano. Yeah.
Not cutting it. I'm glad some accountability is actually happening around
It
here.
has to be, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like,
glad.
what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is it? What good is it to say, oh, we're gonna hold these guys? We're holding yourself accountable. It's my fault. You can put it on me, and and nothing happens. It's like, okay, cool. It was my fault, but like, I keep doing the same shit again. It's like, if I yell at my fucking teenage son and say like, why didn't you take out the result? Oh, it's my fault. I'm sorry. Like I fell asleep and I won't do it again. And then he keeps doing the same shit. It's like, okay, bro, like you need to get it done. Fifth time it happens, you need to get it done. And then I don't punish him. I don't do anything to like correct him. I'm like, this is, or even tell him like, hey, you know what? This is why you need to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
We got trash day. If you miss putting out the trash, then guess what? We don't get our trash picked up till the following week. Trash mounts up, it starts to sink, yada yada yada. It's the same fucking concept. It's like you need to either have a sit down with these guys. I don't know what Pete was doing to go ahead and really hold Chip accountable. I'm pretty sure there wasn't really anything. I'm pretty sure.
And that's the thing, right? But finally, we see something from this disconnect that the offense and freaking head coach have no like crossing or anything like that. I'd be like, bro, like literally, Pete Carroll coming out and saying we're running the ball, throwing the ball 49 times. Finally, he says, you know what? I'm fed up with this. We got to run the ball. We got to give the ball to Aston Genty. We don't got a quarterback. This is that's a move to me. This is a clear sign to me that we're going to move to running the football.
Yeah.
They saw that Chip Kelly didn't want to change, that he's not adaptable, that his offense belongs back in college. And they said, hey, you know what? We no longer want to participate in your experiment. You don't know better than everybody else. Just buckle down and play good old school, hard-nosed football.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building. We have about 200 in the building. Again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys head on over it, smash that subscribe button, and click those thumbs on this channel, Just Raiders, baby. On my guy, Jeff's channel, 401_Raider_Jeff, and my guy, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button for everything Raiders related. Appreciate you guys pulling up. If you guys missed it, if you guys are just pulling up and tapping in, great news, wonderful news, breaking news. Raiders have officially fired. That's right, officially fired Chip Kelly. You're not. If you're drunk, you're not that drunk. If you're high,
you're not delusional. It did happen.
You might be high, but you're hearing
not
it right.
fake.
Yeah, it's not fake. This is real news. Broke by Ian Rappaport. Probably about half hour ago. Raiders officially parting ways with Chip Kelly. And that's like I said earlier, I think this should have happened early in the week. I think they're waiting for this game to see how he probably comes back and does, and it just wasn't any better. It was still a horse shit of a game, and yet here we are.
Hey, bro, I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid right now.
Oh, Will, you're so full of shit. You are so full of shit. You son of a bitch, you. He didn't have to go to the bathroom. I know exactly what he went and did because I just saw it on Instagram.
What did he do?
I gotta go to the bathroom. He ran off and cut a promo with the.
I did that promo while we were doing I did the promo while we were doing the podcast.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
All of a sudden, it just popped up on my Instagram. I'm like, that son of a bitch. He didn't run off to the bathroom. He went over there and he did a little promo.
Nah, I had another video that I'm like, we're doing the podcast live right now. But
At least tag me in it, fucker.
I did tag you.
Okay. I don't know. Oh, it's because I'm watching from my computer.
Javed is saying that Tom Brady fired Chip. I don't care who fired him. I'm glad.
I'm going to tell you like this, Jaw Raider. If
I hope that's what it was. That'd be awesome.
That Pete Carroll came and defended Chip Kelly and was like, no, you can't fire him, then that's another fireable offense, and he should be fired as well. Because that's just shows how incompetent we're allowing people to be all the way across the board. I'd be like, if he's coming up and saying, oh, he's doing a good job. And that's the tough part, Jeff. Yeah. You can't come out there and say, hey, we're doing a good job, that Gino's holding it together, when this is the product on the field. The product speaks for itself.
Rock, you're right, too. Jacoby Myers demanding a trade should have been a red flag. Pete is doomed, or Jacoby would have stayed. I'll tell you what else, too. I'm willing to bet that Amari Cooper coming in here, seeing the shit show that was this team right now, probably didn't help either, because I guarantee he probably saw that and was like, I don't want to be part of this sideshow. This is a circus in here. What the fuck's going on? He was here 2 days going before the first game of the season. We all were expecting to see him in New England. And then all of a sudden, what was it, Thursday night or Friday night? Somebody's like, Amari Cooper just retired. I'm like, what? He was going to be playing this weekend. No, he just retired. You know, I'm willing to bet he saw the writing on the wall himself. He's a savvy veteran. He's been around a long time. He's been on multiple teams. He knows good locker rooms and
100%.
Good systems and bad systems and bad locker rooms. And he walked into this one and went, wow, this is dysfunctional. And he probably hightailed it the fuck out of here. And I don't blame him. You know, he probably saved himself some aggravation. So
Yeah,
I'm
hey,
willing to bet that's exactly what it was with him.
freaking right now, freaking Ashton Genty's running circles around at home.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm
happy.
sure he's
He's
ecstatic
like,
right now.
woo! I can't wait. I'm
Actually,
finally
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
look
the
and see
ball
if he's-
20 plus times a game. And we're probably gonna know who to block. Our
Yeah.
guys will probably know who to block, which direction the ball is going, and the game plan won't change.
Let me see. I'm gonna see if he's.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything like linked to Brady. I don't think there's nothing linked to Brady.
No, I'm looking to see if Genty's online because usually he after a game he goes and plays games. He streams them on YouTube. No, he's not because I follow him on YouTube.
He's too busy partying right now. He's
Well, that's
celebrating.
why. I was gonna see because if he's on right now, he's probably having a blast. He's probably
Cool Kev says Twitter finally announced it. Don't worry about it, Cool Kev. You're right here watching Just Raiders, baby. Everything we put out is 100 guaranteed vented. 100 guaranteed, baby. We do it on the spot. Y'all already know what it is, baby. Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this up by Paul Gutierrez. Paul Gutierrez, if you guys don't know who he is, he's connected to the Raiders. So he's part of that. He works for the Raiders, right? He does some stuff for the Raiders and whatnot. So he put this up. He said, this is coming from Pete, right? He said, I spoke with Chip Kelly earlier this evening and informed them of his release as offensive coordinator of the Raiders. I would like to thank Chip for his service and wish him all the best in the future, Pete Carroll. So I don't know how accurate this is, but I mean, this is coming from Paul Gutierrez, so I'm pretty sure this is real. So there you have it. Just wanted to go ahead and kind of share that.
Oh man.
Sure. Yes, Accelerator. Those are my kids, and they're running a fucking muck.
Marcus. Yes, we do. We drop it hot, baby. We got new views coming out on a daily. That's why y'all gotta lock in. Subscribe, man. Put that little bell button on all three of us because we're hot. We bring it out hot. And Jeff's on here all the time. We're on here. We're trying to make it so that way you guys get the content, get the information as fast as possible. I'm not salty like Skip Bayless, bro. Come on now.
Hey, what's up, We
I'm
Raider?
like,
We Raiders in the house.
yes, sir. What's up, brother? How are you?
It's a happy day.
Right.
I
think Raider Nation feels relief.
Well, I'll tell you right
It's a
now, just
relief.
looking, the amount of content creators that are on right now is off the chart. I haven't seen this in a long time. This many people logged on right now and live.
It's because new news came out. Everybody's late to the show
Breaking
except
news.
us.
That's why we got it first. We got it.
We got it first. Y'all heard it here first, baby. We dropped it as soon as it was coming out. Seconds later, Just Raiders Baby Pod. Y'all already know Raiders Unfiltered, how we do. Jay's like, yeah, facts. Ooh, man.
We Raiders in the chat, Jay. I don't know if you saw that.
All right, man. I'll be like, this is going to be the hottest news all night. We all know, man. Now that we've dropped it, what do you guys think? What do you guys think for this next game? What do you guys see? And do you guys see a little bit of hope?
Win. We got a moral victory today.
No, we did not. Yeah.
We got moral victory because Chip Kelly got fired.
Small victory, yes, for the nation. You know what? The better one for us would be for us to hear that Gino's going to be benched for the rest of the fucking season, especially for that bullshit he did earlier. Yeah, for real. But you know, hey, it's all good. You know, you get you take what you can get. That's all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Get what you can get. I don't know. We were just on, and then we were just on, and then Jeff and Will are the ones who really broke it, and then I just went on and just made sure that was 100%. And then we found it from Ian Rappaport Rap Sheet, put it out there, and
Clint Kubiak is the next head coach per 805.
I wish.
Yeah. There you go. Bro, you heard it first. Prairie 805. Prairie 805. Those guys going to be the next head coach for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Salute to we Raider. Yeah, I saw them there. They're heading back home to Cali, to LA for sure. For sure. For sure. Let's see here.
Oh, it's gonna be a fun
But
show tomorrow morning.
oh, yeah. 100%. 100%. All right. I'm going to get the Chip Kelly fire thing off for right now. But again, if you guys are just tuning in, Chip Kelly has been officially fired from the Raiders.
Na, 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 na. Hey,
Goodbye.
I should have put this up earlier. There you go. Oh shit.
Hey, you know what? Not for nothing. This is like the happiest we've been since week 1. Because even
Exactly.
the Tennessee game, I'm like, oh, we figured we were going to win that one. But
Oh,
this has
bro.
been the happiest I think I've been at any point this season.
Yeah, there you go. So again, if you guys are just tuning in, Chip has been fired from the Raiders. Dropping the bomb. And
Yes,
a big
sir.
applause from all the fans for that move. I mean, shit. For the way that for having 15.5 points per game as your average with this, offense, we went out and got the number 6 pick. We went out and got all these guys. We drafted Dante Thornton, Jack Besh. We drafted, these 2 linemen in the 3rd round, and yet we're still struggling to go ahead and put points on the board when we're 46% in the red zone, 30th ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to be we're probably going to go down to 31 after this game. I wouldn't be surprised after this game.
Jay, it's just a compilation of a whole bunch of things. Why Chip Kelly's not the head coach. Let's be real. You're not giving Ashton Genty the ball. You're throwing the ball like you got freaking Dan Marino every single freaking game. You're not competitive. You're not doing anything on offense. It's really stagnant. Max Crosby has been freaking dying on defense. Every single time we put them on the 12-yard line, we can't even score 7 points. That's why Chip Kelly is gone.
Yeah.
100%. I don't even care. Who cares? Get $6 million for 3 years. Who cares?
I don't know. It's not 6. I don't know. It's not $6 million per. It's $6 million a year, maybe for 3 years, or could be that 5 years. I don't know. However long Chip was here. However long Pete was here. So maybe that equates about 18 million, somewhere around there. If the 3 years, I don't know how much is guaranteed of that because it's not. Team money is not being used. It's Mark's money. It doesn't have to be put out there.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't hit the cap.
I'll tell you what, Will, I'm not looking forward to Tuesday night. Because who do you think? Did you read his chats today in the Most Notorious chat?
Hey. So what I want y'all to do, if you guys are in this chat,
awesome today. It's like,
hey,
dude.
Tune in Tuesday to hear this argument, the whole Shador thing. We got somebody that's going to go up to bat and say that we should have drafted Shador, that he was going to be the solution. Guys, it's going to be hot. It's going to be spicy.
Oh, yeah, it will be.
We might even kick some people out. Who knows?
I'm going to be on there. We should have drafted Shador like big caps.
Oh, only you, bro. Only you. The only antagonizer on there.
Leo might come
look at how he laughs too. He just starts laughing.
Leo might come up with something like that. That's just funny. That would be funny.
Well, even Leo was pushing back on him for it, and Leo was a big Shador guy. He goes, dude. He did okay. He goes, he didn't have. Well, he had 200 something. Yeah, Leo's like, well, how many of those like after the catch yardage were they? And so I gave all the numbers, and Leo's like, see. One of them was 50 something. The other one was 65. The other one was 39. Add all those up. So all his short little passes equal to like 75 yards, if that. So it wasn't a superstar day. No, don't everybody get all excited about how great Shador played. And besides, it's our secondary. Good God.
He really
anybody
didn't do much.
Defense does.
Hey, he tore up Ty Blue Kelly. Woo!
yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
Ty Blue Kelly is such an intimidating figure out there. You know, he shuts
Yeah.
down that whole side of the field.
I don't think he played today. I don't think he played today. If he did, it was like a couple snaps. Hold on, let me double check. Because I could be wrong. Oh yeah, he did play. He had one.
Cool Kev's right though. I mean, that was.
I think they took him out. That's what happened. They took him out at one point, and they put
Mhm.
in Porter.
They put him
Porter got some burn finally. That was good to see.
That was all. That whole game today was just Myles Garrett and that defensive front. I mean, they were just.
They're killing us.
That's the story for today. If there's a story, it's not Shador played like a superstar. It's the defense just crushed us.
100%.
10 sacks.
100%.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna win a game when you're giving up that many sacks. Absolutely not. I don't care how good you are.
Yeah,
That's
that
a
Browns
lot.
defense was playing Madden on rookie mode, bro. Like, you know, it was that type of game. It was that type of game. It's like next thing you know, fucking Gino is getting sacked. I'm like, fuck, bro. And then also to Gino's fault, he's holding on to the fucking ball way too fucking long at times. So that is not even helping either. So it's like, fuck, bro. Like, what can you do? What can you do? Like,
Yep.
no wonder, like,
by the end of the game, he identified himself as a turtle on his back because that's pretty much what he's like all game. Like a fucking turtle.
As
I can't move. Every time he turned around, he was on his ass.
Yeah, that's what.
There's no QB that could have gone in there today.
There's nobody that could have done anything. There's nobody.
I look at Thursday night's game between Buffalo and Houston. Houston's defense is nasty. Who we have in a few weeks. And look what they did to Josh Allen, one of the greatest quarterbacks we've got in this era. Multiple.
Don't be ruining my mood right now. Don't be ruining my mood. We'll talk about that in the future.
But again, this is what Leo brought up too, is it doesn't matter who's the quarterback back there. They ain't going to be able to do anything. Nothing. They can't do shit with this offense. They can't.
No.
Maybe now, who knows? We'll see who takes over and what they come up with. I mean,
can't wait.
Maybe they
can't wait to see
for the Tides and have Caleb Rogers start.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, are you going to LA next week?
No.
I'm not going to LA.
I'm going to Houston. That's it.
No, I thought about it, but yeah, ultimately I decided not to go. Just spending money like that.
Well,
sorry.
I mean, it was
sorry,
a game, but the final outcome of Chip Kelly being fired kind of, I guess, takes the edge off.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, like if you just hit a joint and you're kind of like, oh, okay, all right.
No, I think it's gonna be Greg Olsen, Frank.
I think so too, but we'll see.
It's gonna be he's gonna get the nod to be,
and that's where I'm thinking the run game is gonna be effective. We're gonna use play action. We're gonna use bootlegs. We're gonna use naked boots because that's what Greg Olsen does.
Could you imagine if it's Brennan Carroll? If they name him,
why are you trying to shit in my cereal, Jeff?
Because it's a possibility. Look what the position is he has.
No,
he's offensive line coach and run coordinator.
If that happens,
he's being groomed to be an OC.
Carroll needs to be immediately fired. Those are the two spots that we're struggling in the most.
Hey, we'll wait and see. I mean, what better time to put him in and give him a shot when the team's a complete disaster?
No, Brandon Carroll is a complete disaster himself.
I know he is. I'm just being devil's advocate here.
I know you are.
I'm being the dick in the room, and I'm the dick.
You're freaking shitting in my cereal right now.
I'm ruining your buzz.
Tyree and the cereal. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing.
Tyree and your cereal.
That's fucked up.
Was Tyree out there on the field today? Because I didn't even.
Tyree was not on the field. Yeah, he was.
I don't remember seeing number 9. So that's how much of an impact he had.
Yeah. I'm gonna put up this comment by Kristen Kuhn on Twitter. He says, "Firing 2 coordinators in the season isn't the best look for the coaching staff future." My thing is this: what other choice do you have? Are you gonna continue to look like straight dog shit? Because that's an alternative. I don't want this thing to look like dog shit. It's terrible. it's hard to swallow. You know, for you to expect Raider Nation and this organization to see this stagnant offense where it's terrible, questionable, and terrible play calling for another what? How many more weeks do we got? We got going into week
7.
13, 7, right? So 7 more weeks. No, 5 weeks. 5 more weeks.
5.
5 or
Okay.
6 more weeks. Yeah, it's asking
We
a
got to see
lot.
something different.
Yes.
We got to see
What,
something.
what are you guys' thoughts when you hear it, when you're seeing and you're reading and hearing something like this?
I'll start with this one, and this can be
What
my
was the
last one. Then
question?
I
I'm
got to jump
sorry.
off. So he's
Well-
asking, the firing the 2 coordinators in the season isn't the best look for the coaching staff future. So what do you think about that? That's what Kristen Kuntz is saying
Alright.
about us firing Chip Kelly on our special teams court.
Yeah, Tristan.
I'm going to tell you like this. It doesn't matter if it's a good look. It doesn't matter if it's whatever we think outside of the team. If they think that that's what's best for the team inside that whole building, if they think that Chip Kelly was the issue, then fire him. That's what you have to do. Us people outside the building, we all pretend that we know what's going on. But the people that know what's going on are the guys inside that building. And I'm telling you right now, I feel like Chip Kelly rubbed people the wrong way.
Yep.
Chip Kelly was doing things his own way and imposing his will. And at the end of the day, because he thought he knew better, it came back to bite him in the ass. But y'all, hey, I got to get out of here, y'all. I appreciate y'all. What I
Yeah.
want y'all to do, though, guys,
gonna-
if you guys in the
We're
chat,
gonna wrap it up in a bit. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been
That
on here
hype
for almost
button.
3.5 hours.
yeah, hey, hit up my boy Jay Raider on that Just Pod, baby. Hit that like, site, share, and subscribe button. Hit my boy 401 Raider Jeff. You know what it is. And hey, guys, I'm gonna see you guys on Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll see you guys on Thursday or maybe Friday, and then we'll be back next post-game reaction. And hopefully,
Remember Thursday's Thanksgiving.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Never mind. I
Yeah.
will not be on
Yeah.
Thursday. So
Yeah.
I will be I will see you guys the next post-game reaction show. I love
There you
y'all.
go.
Appreciate y'all, man. And
Yeah,
hey,
well, thanks, man.
let's go
Yes, sir.
Raiders. And we fired Chip Kelly. Let's go.
He's not fired.
That's crazy.
As far as my thought on that, who cares what we look like? I mean, the team already looks like dog shit anyway. So who cares what the look is on the coaching staff? If everything goes the way that we're kind of hoping it does, none of them are going to be here anyway next year. So who gives a shit? You know,
Yeah,
it's the
exactly.
two weakest position or weakest grouping we had was the special teams and obviously the offensive line. So it's time. Tom McMahon is the assist.
No, Tom McMahon is already fired. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. No, it'd probably be Greg Olson. It's probably gonna be Greg Olson who's gonna be.
Who knows? They don't do some smart things, obviously. So who the hell knows?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if they fucking put a
Right.
chimpanzee at fucking offensive coordinator at this point. You know what I mean? And it's that type of shit that just like makes me want to fucking pull out my fucking hair. You know, I'm still looking for anything that it's Tom that made that decision.
Pete Carroll's official press release from this. It says, I spoke with Chip Kelly earlier this evening and informed him of his release as offensive coordinator of the Raiders. I would like to thank Chip for his service and wish him all the best in the future. Pete Carroll.
Yeah, that's what that's what Paul Gutierrez had put out. That's what I had up earlier.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. He had it. Yeah, I shared it. I shared it with the screen and everything.
I wasn't looking, I guess. I don't know.
Fired. All right. We're going to fire Jeff too. Josh says Tom will choose the next offensive coordinator. Only the only guy I see is getting Brian Dable because he's close to Brian Dable. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it should be an open bid, but there's a couple guys out there that we can definitely go after. If it's just the offensive coordinator alone, if they're gonna part ways with Pete, it definitely should be Spytech and the next head coach that make that hire, 100%, 100%, and that's how it gets done. That's how it really gets done. So, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Um, yeah, I got another one that says Tom McMahon, but that's Bill says that. Yeah, see Eric Bill is another one. Uh huh. Yeah. See, Ray Travis says, what is the season we're winning? What is it is what it is this season. We're winning next week. Okay, there you go. I don't know if we're winning next week at SoFi with that SoFi curse, but yeah. Yeah, that McVay dog. That's a route you want to go ahead and go for. So
I mean, if you look at the offensive, because he's already off the list on Raiders.com. He's already off the coaching setup here. So they don't have anybody listed yet.
yeah,
Because if you go to defense, Patrick Graham was the first one on that list. So you go to the offense, and first one on that list is the wide receivers coach. So there's no OC listed.
yeah. So I don't know why everybody's saying Tom McMahon's going to be the
He's not even on the
offensive.
list.
He's fired. He was fired on the
Yeah,
7th.
he's not even here.
He's not on the team anymore. So no, it's probably going to be Greg Olson, who's going to be the interim until the off season. So yeah, for sure. Let's go with this. And I know that's also been floated about Tom making that move. I think it might have came from Tom, but it was executed by Pete for sure. Well, oh man.
Oh my God, cool, Kev. Lane Kiffin. No, no.
All right, here we go. Final thoughts. What are your final thoughts on this game, on everything that's transpired?
Everything's just a mess. This team's a mess. I mean, when you're firing your offensive coordinator, you know you've basically thrown in the towel at this point on the first 11 games of this season. So to them, they're realizing 11 games in deep, too late, actually, that Chip Kelly wasn't the right fit for here. It's been proven. We'll see who they name, who takes over, and we'll see what gets put on the field for a product next Sunday. I'm curious to see what happens now. So, the rest of this week is going to be talking about, Kelly being fired. But I think after tomorrow, that's it. Let's move on. He's gone. Let's look to the future of the rest of this season. Let's see what we can do, with somebody different running the offensive side of this ball. And let's see if we can get any positive traction for Genty, especially. If anything, I want this kid to be able to succeed. So you're not ruining this kid's confidence. The last thing you want is for this kid to go
100%.
into the rest of this season with what's already happened, feeling like a failure. Because he feels like that because he wants to take the weight of all this on his shoulders because he's a rookie and he was so highly picked. Coming in here at number 6, that's going to weigh on him. It would weigh on me if it was me. So I think anything we can do to build his confidence up and put the rest of this season in a positive lighting, that's great. Whether we win or not, I don't care. As long as if I see improvement on the offensive side of the ball, even in losses the rest of the way, but improvement where we're not such, I don't know, we're just
dog shit.
Today.
Straight dog shit.
Can't even get out of our own goddamn way. That touchdown that came late, we all know it's garbage time at that point. So, but if there's improvement on the offense where we're getting the ball moving down the field, we're getting in the red zone, we're scoring points, but we're just getting outscored by the other teams because they're so much better. I don't care. Just show improvement, show something. That's my take.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't be any worse than what we've already done.
So. Yeah, I think it could get worse. I think that's the sad part. It could get so much worse, and I don't even want to think about it. But I hope now with this move, at least we can play a little bit more smarter, a little bit more cleaner football. And like and to your point, even if we still lose, and I think we're still probably going to lose the rest of the season. I really don't see
Oh, yeah.
anything in the schedule aside from the Giants that we could potentially go ahead and pull out a win. I just want us to play better football. And if we get owned, we get owned. If this offensive line gets owned, it does get owned. Now, would I see? Well, would I expect the shift to happen again? Maybe, but Peter saw hell bent on not playing these rookies because of whatever reason he feels in his mind that is not beneficial. Maybe this next guy could sway that. I don't know. I hope so. I hope there's like somebody comes in, like Greg Olson takes over, like, hey Pete, just this is the reason why you might want to go ahead and play these guys. Like if we steer them the right direction, then they might work out, and they show glimpses here and there. You want to win. Well, it's at a point. This game is going to be out of reach. Why not just give them that opportunity, right? And that might happen. But I just want us to. Bottom line is, I just want us to go ahead and play cleaner, better, more smart football, and not make these bonehead decisions, bonehead play calling. Where what are we doing? And again, we're probably going to see a better offense out there, not by leaps and bounds, but by small little things. It's going to wrap up just like it did last year. We're at the same point last year. We're doing the same fucking shit, just a little bit later in the season. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it doesn't really matter who's going to take over. To be honest with you guys, because Pete still has the control at the end of the day. Until he doesn't have that control anymore, then things will definitely get better, or it may not. We don't know, right? We said this last year, like, if they can AP, then they bring in somebody who has experience. This thing is gonna get better, and here we are now. So I don't know. I know this. I just know that I still love this team. I want the best for this team. And as much as it's watching these fucking games, even with the wife was like, "Damn, you want to watch something else?" I'm like, I can't. I gotta watch this fucking game. Unfortunately, I would still watch this game. Yeah, I still would watch this game. I've even before I did any of this, I was still watching these games. Some of them I would tune out. It just depends how bad the score was. I probably would tune out of the third quarter and just like, okay, whatever. I'll catch highlights the next day or something.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm still a fan of this team. I'm still covering this team. I still love this team, and I want the best for this team. And so, hopefully, if it's Greg Olson, he starts making little adjustments to turn this team around. I say little because I don't think he's going to be able to do really what he wants because of Pete. So, whatever he can go ahead and get away with, and whatever he can go ahead and implement, I think we're going to see us steer in the right direction. So, hopefully that does happen. We got the Chargers Monday. That's gonna be a crazy one.
Sunday.
Sunday. My bad. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, I meant to say Sunday. I said Monday, but we go back on the road, even though it's just a short trip to LA. It's gonna be another home game, but we don't have a lot of success in SoFi. So let's see what happens with that.
So
we have not won yet, even though it gets blacked out. We haven't won yet.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
Alfakasi's going to be in town for that game, so he'll be pulling in this week.
That's right. Raiders Crusaders having their event as well. They're still having their takeover. So if you guys want more information on that, go ahead and hit up Raiders Crusaders on Instagram. They have the takeover. I already went to that home opener. That one was great. So shout out to them.
You see Cool Kev's post?
Cool. Shout out to Cool Kev. He said, watching two blind people get busy is more entertaining than this game.
The worst part is I'm visualizing it right now for some reason. It's just
where are ya? Hold on. I think I got a boob.
I can't reach that.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling here. It's like, no,
You know what?
that's
I know you said we're probably not
fine.
going to win another game the rest of the season. I just hope if there's one game we are going to win the rest of if we win one more the rest of the season, I hope it comes down to the last game of the season. It's Kansas City in Vegas. They need to win and get in, and we can somehow pull a miracle off and beat them and knock them out of the playoffs because they won again today, so they're not completely out of. Obviously, they're not out of it. But I would like it to come down to us versus them. They beat us, they're in the playoffs. We beat them, and they're out. That would just be the final. Oh, that feels good at the end of the season. Plus, on top of the fact that the season's over. Thank God.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm looking towards the off season. Gonna take a little bit of time off, regroup, and then
It's going to be another grueling off season.
There's gonna be another grueling off season. We're gonna obviously we're gonna talk about offensive coordinators, maybe another head coach, maybe another DC. Who knows? Black Monday, that day is gonna tell us a lot. That week, the week of, because I remember Pete, AP got fired that day, right? On Black Monday? Or was it the next day? The next day he got
It was Tuesday. He got fired the next day.
Yeah, he got
fired.
fired.
Telesco was after that.
Yeah, like
was
3 days
Thursday.
after, 4 days after. Yeah, they shit can him. So they cleaned house in a sense and they started over. But I don't know. Does Spytek go unscathed? I think so. I think
I kind of hope so because he brought the players in. It's not his fault that they didn't put them out on the field. He's not responsible for that part. You know what I mean? That's the product on the field. What's presented on the field. That's all the coaches. That has nothing to do with Spytek.
Yeah. I think now that you have Pete involved more, that you have Tom now that you have Tom more involved, he can go ahead and validate and justify, like, hey, this kid is good. Just gotta give him that opportunity. We just got it wrong with Pete. But that's really what it is. And then we really didn't have anybody else to come in and interview. And so they were kind of trying to bite the bullet. But again, if they're gonna go ahead and clean house again, they're gonna have to go ahead and go through this all over again. And you got to be ready. And so we'll see how it plays a factor in getting guys in the door to go ahead and come in here, because it is rough for sure. It is rough. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But other than that, let everybody know what you have going on, where they can go ahead and find you, Jeff.
You can find me under 401 Rated Jeff on Instagram, TikTok, X, YouTube. That's my handle on everything. I'll be on tomorrow morning with Chris 4 Raiders doing the Monday morning quarterback. We start at 12:45 Eastern time, so that is 9:45 Pacific time. And then I'll be on Tuesday night with the Most Notorious Podcast, myself, Raider Will, that was just in here with us, Leo, and James from the military chapter. Then you'll catch the two of us together Wednesday night, along with Leo and LV Raider 10 on the Raider Connection. There is no Raider Coast to Coast this week because Thanksgiving is Thursday, so
yeah,
Nate and I will not be on Thursday night.
Yeah. We'll most likely have a Raider Connection on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we had planned on it. Nobody had said that we weren't going to. So,
okay, yeah,
I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm not doing anything Thanksgiving Eve anyway. I'm home.
Yeah, I just
got. So.
Huh? I just got. You guys go ahead. My mic. Oh,
yeah, there you go. You're good now. You're good.
With the light,
it keeps going off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
I feel like I'm in an old school Verizon commercial. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? No.
Or was it spread? I forgot. Those was old school. But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and give my guy Jeff a subscribe and a follow. If you guys are on X, go ahead and give him a follow for sure. For me, I'll have Raiders Unfiltered tomorrow. Make sure you guys go ahead and pull up for that one. That will be at 5 p.m. Pacific on the West Coast. Make sure you guys go ahead and pull up for that one. Raiders Unfiltered Monday. Yes, Overreaction Monday. We're going to go ahead and talk about Chip Kelly getting shit canned after a terrible performance. Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Not with sponsor. I'll take any type of sponsorship. Fuck it. I don't care. I'll get sponsored by Trojan Condoms. I don't give a
Hell yeah.
money.
Oh, those loaded hash browns are damn good too.
There you go. Pay me, and coffee. I'll take that too. I drink coffee in the morning.
Coffee and loaded hash browns every day. I'm happy.
There you go. See, that's what's up.
It's expensive, man.
Okay. I don't. I just drink coffee at the house at the crib. So
That's a couple $100 a month.
yeah. I need to. I still work. I work. So I mean, I need to be up in the morning for sure. So yeah, but make sure you guys go ahead and pull up for that one. Raiders Unfiltered on Monday, and of course, make sure you guys go ahead and pull up to our show, The Raider Connection, every damn Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific on the West Coast. Again, that is myself, my guy Raider Jeff here, our guy LB Raider 10, and Cheeto Linus. We do the damn thing as a panel show. We'll go ahead and preview each week's game. And I'm pretty sure Chip Kelly being canned is going to be on the docket Wednesday night for sure. So we'll go ahead and talk about it and see how that's going to impact Sunday's game for the better, for worse. We'll go ahead and chop it all up. You get 4 opinions. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit that notification bell for that show. I will not have a Good Morning Raiders this week. I am taking some time to go ahead and hang out with the fam. So no Good Morning Raiders this week for Thanksgiving. I'll be back probably for sure second week of December. I got a show lined up with my guy Farrell. Shout out to Farrell. But Good Morning Raiders, usually it's on every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific. There will not be a show this Saturday. I'll be back in December to go ahead and rock it again with another fire show. So make sure you guys go ahead and tap in for that one. And obviously the post-game reaction show after every game. Damn, we've been on for 3.5 fucking hours.
Yes,
that breaking news is what got you. This is what got us.
Yeah, because we were probably been going a while ago.
Yeah.
They haven't announced who's taken over as OC yet.
Nobody officially, no. Yeah, nobody officially. So yeah, wow. We'll see. It might be Greg Olson. It's probably the consensus. I'm reading some stuff on Twitter that it's looking to lean that way. But again, officially from their standpoint, there's nobody has been given that title yet. We probably won't hear nothing until tomorrow morning. And they'll probably have a press conference about it, and they'll ask Pete what led to that decision, and blah, 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 blah. And you'll have Pete's bullshit answered. So you guys
he'll put into that. So you know that.
Yeah. He's like, well, yeah. So, that's a lot of factors why that's.
I want someone to come out in the press if they're going to ask him this tomorrow. What they should be asking is, whose decision was it to fire Chip Kelly, Pete? Why are you going to hide from that answer? Answer it. Was it you? Was it Brady? Was it Mark Davis? Who the hell was it? Who Spytech? Who came up with the ultimate decision to fire him? Plain and simple.
That was a decision made by all of us, and we thought that was the best thing
we came
for
to
us to do. That's why we did it.
Yeah.
He'll fucking his stammers and shit. We'll just hear that for like 5 minutes, and then he'll give us an answer. So,
or somebody be like, "Oh, so what happens now with Chip Kelly?" Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that one coming.
I didn't see that one coming. But, we're gonna do the best thing that gets us the win. That's all that matters.
Yeah. We're gonna
just go out there and win football games.
We're dedicated to getting better. Well, your dedication sucks as you ain't getting better. So
let me just tell you, I'm gonna get a Pete Carroll impression going. I have to study his mannerism. I haven't really paid attention to it.
Just not chewing gum.
Start chewing gum and popping blue chews and be like, using my feet. We're gonna go out there and win win as much games as possible. We can go out there
And go
play
find
some
wherever he
Falcons.
gets those grandpa sweaters, Raider sweaters that he wears, because
Yes.
I don't see anybody else wearing that shit but him.
Putting my
Look
Raider
at it
hoodie on.
custom made, because it ain't something I seen on fucking Fanatics or any other Raider image or nothing. I don't know where he gets them from.
Yeah, but I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Salute again. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button on this channel, on Jeff's channel, on Will's channel. Even though Will was here, he had to go. Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Make sure you guys go ahead and give him a subscribe as well. And that'll be our time for today. We'll see you guys next week for the NLA. I won't be there, but I'll be there in spirit. So, but we'll go ahead and cover that post game show for sure, and we'll give you our live reactions 100%. Man, my allergies are triggering right now.
Yeah.
But
thanks everybody that's been on my channel tonight and popped in. Appreciate you all, and you all have a wonderful night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, sir. Salute to over 150 people still in the damn building. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Till next time, y'all. Remember, just Raiders. Peace. I should have had the banner ready. Damn it. I fucked up.
What banner?
This banner. Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.